Oh,
And
shit,
it's not written in no Bible, bro.
I thought I was live. What up, family? We just now live. I thought we was live already. I pushed the wrong button and shit, but now we're live for real this time. God damn. All right, well, we're talking about while we just cut in, all right? We was having a discussion on what's right or wrong. Now, I did a intro earlier. I thought it was there, and it's not here. So we're just going to record this one more time for you guys, all right? So we was talking about commercial code and the Underground Railroad. And out of this, we're talking about what's right or wrong. Now, at the beginning of at the stream, when I thought I was recording, I asked you the guys this. I was asking the world this because I want y'all to be able to hear this, all right? It was a time when we was dealing with music and things of this nature. It wasn't cool to be a commercial entertainer. It was something that's called the underground that we were more in tune with, because they was telling us things that we knew that the masses on the commercial level was trying to manipulate our mind. We wanted to listen to an underground frequency because it was the sound of freedom. It was liberation. It was the sound of the rebel from the underground that was trying to free us from this commercial construct, this code that we are up under, this universal commercial code that we are up under. Now, when we talk about right or wrong, this commercial code is right for those who are applying it. To those who don't see it the way it is wrong. But they think that it's something good because this is what they're going by. Now, they think that it's something good for them to be able to go drop bombs on people on their own will because they decide on who the fuck they want to war with when they don't do what the fuck they tell them to do. So if you don't tell me if you don't do what I tell you to do, I have the right to come and fucking take your whole fucking family out. Is that right? Just because I have the code to say that you are my property, a piece of paper that was written down that you didn't even know about it. You didn't even agree upon it, but they say when you came on earth that you are in debt. Now, what's right or wrong about that is the whole thing is right or wrong about the situation because a motherfucker who think that they're doing good, they say, man, well, if you work, you can get the things that you work for. But bitch, I'm working. When I got up and I start talking, breathing, walking around and fucking shit, I am working. Now, if I had an exchange for my life right now to experience life, I had a agreement with the creator, which is me, God, or wherever the fuck you want to say. See, they want to separate the creator from God, from the devil, from positive, negative, right, wrong, all of this old fuck shit. The source is the source of it all. If you came from the source, you are that source. Your hands are you. The hands can get cut off, but there is still a part of you if they're over there fucking lingering around. Do you know if you cut your finger off, that if your finger is laying on the ground, that is your finger over there laying on the ground? If you cut your finger off right now and your finger is laying on the ground, it ain't my finger. It's yours. Do anyone understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we dealing with what was right or wrong, it's all about a perception. Because I can say, look, or perspective is one and the same, even when you're talking that. Because right by me is I want to make sure my kids want to eat. If I ain't walking down the street and I ain't had no way to eat, I see trees hanging. They're on the streets. I don't give a fuck. They're behind your yard. It's a big ass tree full of fucking apples. I can go get me 10 apples out that motherfucker. You don't have the right to tell me I can't eat what came from the ground. That's my right to say that it's my right to do it. Then you're going to say, well, it's my right to say that, no, this is mine. I have ownership of this land. If you wasn't the creator and I ain't the creator, you're not looking at everything as there at the creator. You're not going to charge the deer. You're not going to charge the squirrel for taking nuts out your fucking tree. How the fuck is it right or wrong? What the fuck is right or wrong, man? It's right for people to go and like we was talking about kids. We said if a man harmed your child, we don't think that is something good. But to that motherfucker who did it, he think that it was right. So what's wrong to us is right to the other motherfucker, whether it's right or wrong, whether we agree upon the right or not. It was right to him. Who have you? Who give
Listen,
you?
I'm not here for you to cause arguments here, Huey.
Oh no, it's not. I just
Very
wanted. I just
simple,
wanted
yeah?
to. I just wanted to touch
I'm
back
gonna
on
make
that.
my point. I'm
I just
gonna make
wanted to
my
touch back
point,
on
yeah?
that. Go ahead.
You're addressing what I said, yeah?
Yeah. I'm just addressing it.
The-
Period. Just everyone though. Not just
His
you.
perception, I'm gonna tell you about perspective and perception. His perception is that what he was doing was good in your eyes. Yeah, I'm not, or right. Yeah, sorry, that's the word you use, right or wrong. I'm
Right.
not trying to use those words.
Or good, whatever. However
But
you
the
want to say it.
perspective, here's the difference between perception and perspective. Perspective is what we all see. If you deny it, then that's your perception of the perspective, right? The perspective of what we see is not a fucking ball when we see with our eyes, right?
And their
But your
perception is
perception
that
might
it's
be
a goal.
incorrect because of the way your brain's been led to believe, led to think. Their perception is that what they're doing is right in your eyes. My argument is that there is incorrect, only incorrect and correct.
That's
And
right.
and that is true perspective of nature. You act correctly within nature. This is the true perspective in which you get fucked up in if you do not act correctly.
All
And if
right,
you
so
act
it's
incorrectly,
correct. It's
if you act
correct.
correctly and within the laws of nature,
It's
you'll be
incorrect. Incorrect and correct is the same plight as wrong or right.
fine. No,
Sure
they're
is.
not.
Yes, it
No,
is,
they're
man.
not, because wrong
It's a
and right
synonym.
is associated with your perception. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, because incorrect and correct.
Okay, you're here for an argument. I'm sorry,
It's
man.
not
I'm
an
here to
argument.
argue if you can't understand.
It's not an argument, bro. You're telling me that it's a
You are,
difference.
because I'm telling you that wrong and right is a perception.
Oh,
It's
man,
direction. Right is a direction.
wow. And wrong is a direction.
For someone to wrong
What
you,
direction is the
so
wrong?
for something to now wrong is a claim, right?
Oh,
Am I correct? Am I correct? Am I correct?
No, man.
Someone wronged you, that's a claim, right?
No.
Correct?
Yes, that's true.
You don't get what I'm saying.
Okay, that's right. But at the end of the day,
That's correct.
Listen.
That's correct.
that's right. Correct is right, which is
That's
yes.
correct. No. I don't want to go right. Because we're talking about morals
Correct
here.
and
Yeah?
incorrect
Can
is
we
like
all agree
right
to
and
a
wrong.
certain
I'm gonna say it
morals
again.
that is from a perspective, from a natural perspective, that is incorrect.
And correct and incorrect
That
is
is
a fucking
incorrect
synonym.
behavior.
It's a
Incorrect
synonym.
action.
Listen, man, it's an incorrect and or correct, not a synonym for right and what's wrong, man.
What's right and wrong is what I'm trying to tell you is they use these semantics. It's based on perception, bruh. This is the same problem you and Nati was having.
Because
You're having
telling me that
semantics
incorrect,
arguments.
allergic. You're telling me that incorrect and correct don't equate to right and wrong, man. How can you tell me that being correct, if I take a test and I get all of it correct, did I get all of them right? If a motherfucker tell me that I graded your papers and you got this one wrong, it was incorrect. This one was wrong, it was incorrect. This one was wrong, it was fucking correct. Or am I missing something here? Am I the only one who can equate this? Why is it so hard to see that?
Can you let me finish what I'm saying?
Listen.
Or is this just are you here for an ego battle on
It's
YouTube,
not,
bro?
bro. I'm fucking ego
For
battle,
real.
man. I'm not here to battle, bro.
I ain't here for that shit, bro. You know I'm not here for that
That's
shit.
a simple shit, allergic.
So don't cut me off, man. Midway, I'm not on this naughty vibe where you cut me off shit.
Okay,
We
go
don't
ahead, man.
speak like this to each other outside of YouTube. There's no need.
Go ahead, man, because I'm telling you, you just said incorrect and what's correct.
From a person who believes the Bible to be truth, that is their perception.
Please.
They see flat earth in the Bible, that's their perception. Perspective is what is seen naturally through your fucking eyeballs. I'm done.
No, both of y'all are right, you know.
Yeah, exactly. All of it is circular argument, but
No, I'm correct. I'm not right. I'm correct.
Both of y'all are correct.
yeah. So check this out. This is my thing. The right or wrong thing, that is got to be from the person who agree to they self if it's right or wrong. When you feel it in your heart, once you do the act that you doing, after you do it, how do you feel? Did it feel right to you? Did it feel wrong to you? Was it correct or was it incorrect? But when you do it, you might be doing it for a reason to better yourself, and it might be wrong to the person that you did it to, but it might be right for you. So it's still a thing that you have to judge on yourself. Now, it is things that all of us collectively as a whole can say what's right and wrong. Now, you know something that you wouldn't want done to your child or your family, you wouldn't want to do it to nobody else because you don't want it done to you. That'll be a universal right and wrong. But right and wrong from self or you is different between the universal right and wrong. I mean, that's how I look at it. And
Yes, thank you, Cautious. In a nutshell, that's what I was saying. But the words are used from a perception, because from right, you have righteous. Fuck that. I ain't trying to be righteous over nothing. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. I feel like the universal, we can agree on that shit wrong or that shit right or is correct or is incorrect. But for self,
Dead to rights. Dead to rights.
So for self, hey, you can say what you think, even if it's wrong, even if it ain't right, or if it is incorrect. If you really feel like you right, then hey, you right. Shit. But when you bring it to me, I might not feel like you feel. So you know.
And sometimes in life we all agree on some shit that within you don't feel is right. But because the collective, the vote was to this way, and that's the way it is.
And this is why I was saying, like, my creators, my fellow creators are in a sense my judges. And I don't mean that as they are superior to me in any way. I'm a part of this all, so I should respect the universal laws that are spoken back to me. If I see this is reflected in someone else, it should be signal to me that this is correct.
And this is what we did our whole life, bro. And everything that we did was wrong. It was a signal to us to say that we need to go get driver license because we seen our mama operating with driver license. It was a signal to us that was sent to us to say that we were supposed to listen to the motherfuckers in school who was telling us a whole bunch of fucking lies. It was a signal that sent out to us that said that we got to obey these fucking fake ass laws, that is policies.
Yes, thank you. And it's all these permission. If you need permission to do such and such a thing, otherwise you're in the wrong.
By their saying so. So that doesn't make it right because they're doing everything that they say that you can't do. They said they lock you up for drugs, they lock you up for killing, for murder, for stealing, theft, fraud, all of these things that they committed on us right now, and I'm supposed to accept it and utilize what they gave me to get far away from it. They locking niggas up for fraud, selling drugs, killing, all of this shit, rape, all of pillaging, all on people. And you telling me that by seeing the signal, and this is what they doing, that I got to accept it, and that's right, because they equate that shit to a right, but they doing so much wrong across the fucking world. A border, they think that is correct. They think that it's correct for them to be pushing these policies, and the police think that it's correct for them to pull you over and think that you gotta fucking have a license to travel. That is not correct.
Yeah,
bro.
we gotta accept, but we gotta accept the ignorant ones. You know, you gotta deal with different ignorant people, or what's the word? Naive people in different ways. People that haven't had the chance to learn what you've learned. So you have to deal them in a certain way. Otherwise, they might pull a gun out.
A motherfucker might pull a gun out for anything. So fucking what? You're not gonna stop a nigga who wanna pull out the gun. He gonna pull that motherfucker out. If a nigga wanna come shoot your ass, he gonna come do it. Only way you're gonna stop him
But
from
what I'm
doing it.
saying is we don't need to rile them up. We don't need to stand on their toes or make them feel in any way inferior. That's not what we're about. That's not what I'm about.
It's not making them feel inferior, bro.
So what about, okay, like what you saying, Huey, like they do all this shit to us and we just supposed to accept it. But if we knew who the actual target was, then we could repay them in the right way by treating them the same way. But we don't really know who to really point the finger at because you don't see the man behind the strings. You don't see the puppet master.
Right.
So,
And this is what I was trying to go into, Huey, about making them accountable for their actions, whether it's a corporation or an individual man, and learning to, like Jimmy says, to incite these companies. You start shutting down anything that is to do with doing over another man. That's what these corporations are about. They're about profit, right? So if we learn how to hold them accountable from the small scale, working up from police to police chiefs to that's the UK, sorry, to freaking sheriffs, and holding them accountable.
Allergic. Did he go out? What happened?
Shit, man. What the fuck? What's the last thing you heard?
you said something about the sheriff and holding them accountable.
Yeah, holding the sheriff accountable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying if we can learn as man, each and every single one of us, as man and woman, how to hold these things accountable, and obviously we've got to work together to learn it. Then that's the only power we have, because one man is more than a corporation, and surely we can shut them down one by one. That's the only power, and we have to hold them and be honorable and hold each other accountable. That's why I say we are each in that way, each other's judges. Like, I've got to be honorable in my way. If I'm doing something to do over my fellow man, that's not honorable. I'm trying to profit from this, from their labor or whatever. It's not an honorable thing. There's ways of conducting your actions. I won't even say business, but there's ways of conducting your actions without it being without it being a pyramid scheme. Like, if you're gonna fucking employ someone to do some in the dirt just like them and show them, yeah, I'm paying you, but I'm willing to do the same fucking thing. That shows you're not doing your fellow man over. And that's what all of these corporations do. And once we start acting honorably in this way as trusts, this will I think give us the power to as collectives even. I mean, I have no doubt that one man can can incite a corporation. But as a collective in a trust, you know what I mean? If you made a trust fund, if you created a trust, that's the way we should be going with this shit. Regardless of whatever the fuck's happened with your your position in the freaking that paperwork shit. Fuck all that. The trusts are what's powerful, I think, because it means it's all about being honorable.
What are they honorable about, bro? Hey, Allergic, let me ask you this. What is honorable about a contract that was already set up for us that they never fucking told you about? What is honorable?
Nothing.
Okay, then.
Deception.
So why? Listen.
On,
hold on. Let me say this because I let you just speak. I want to ask this question real quick. What is honorable about a motherfucker misleading you upon a contract and committing fraud upon you without your knowing? Where is the honor in that?
Nothing. That's why we should be held accountable with these. People can be held accountable with trusts, brother, in a proper way.
I don't know how. The fuck that? What's the
when
proper way?
The man at top is gonna lose everything because he fucked with this fucking trust, and there was other people who had to eat off of it. He will be held accountable. He will be liable. Held liable. This is how they get away from
That's a balls of lie. Being liable, Allergic is a balls of lie. Just like being able, it's a bull. You hear me? It's like a parable. A pair of bulls.
But it's still all based on someone honoring the contract.
Period.
You have to you have to be honorable as a man.
They're
It's
not honorable though. Allergic.
There's contracts within. We can have contracts with each other.
But you making contracts and agreements with non-honorable people, with dishonest people.
Yeah, that's the question. That's the question. This is why you need a trust, because you got a trust of honorable people. Who is the most honorable? Right? Who is the most trustworthy? Who is the most reliable? Who do the people choose? The banks used to work like this back in the day. You couldn't get a fucking loan if they didn't fucking know you. If the bank manager used to know your shit, because he was part of the town too.
But listen, the banks was a whole fucking lie. Like they tell you that they can loan you, right? This is what banks do. They still lie to this day. There's no honor in a lie. There's no honor in a lie. I don't give a fuck how you look at it. If I go to the bank and ask for a loan, and they telling me that they're giving them a loan and they're taking it from you without your awareness, that is a fucking not honor.
Yes, brother, but it's one step at a time. We gotta make the trusts in order to hold these big motherfuckers accountable as man, or inside the corporation, stop them from conducting whatever the fuck they was conducting before, and go for the man. That's what it is.
Yeah, we gotta trust in the people. We gotta trust in the people to stop going to the corporation. That's the truest trust. Ain't no paperwork trust. The trust is that we're not going to the fucking corporations and accepting money.
Yeah, you just gotta trust for man to all come together and stop it all at once. Like everybody.
We need to refocus on what we agreeing on.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I hear what you guys are saying, but I think people have to be held accountable. And have it. Come on, if I've got nothing to lose, you got no reason to fucking trust me, man.
Who's holding the United States accountable today?
That's what I'm saying. Who gonna be the face for them? Who gonna be the face for the corporation? That's why they make this paperwork to hide behind it.
Facts.
So who gonna stand up and say, I'll take the fall? Nobody.
Nobody.
So what we is hold the corporation accountable for it, but the man, us, we gotta just say, fuck them folks, we ain't fucking with them. You ain't gotta write it down on paper. You just gotta do it.
Yes. Actions speak louder than words.
I don't
Actions
know.
speak louder than words.
These guys have done some pretty bad stuff, and they need to be locked up within their own goddamn system that they created, bro.
Listen,
I agree with you.
I agree with you, Allergic. But listen, who is holding them? Listen, and look, if we appoint somebody that we trust over the trust, right? Who we appointing to watch him to make sure that he do what he's supposed to do with the trust? Who we appointing to watch him? Who gonna watch the nigga that's over the trust? Who gonna watch the nigga that's watching the nigga with the trust? And who gonna watch that nigga? Who gonna watch the other nigga? Who gonna watch them?
And
the man holds the man accountable, bro. Come on, man.
Are you just saying not really nobody being over the trust, but just have a trust?
No, man. Just having the trust shows that, okay, this man is responsible for this. It could be anything. It could be a building. It could be a bunch of money. It could be some land. It can be anything. But he's responsible. You guys know how trust law works, man.
Yeah. So what we gonna go out and lynch his ass, or what we gonna?
Nah, ain't no lynching. I'm saying, they wrote the system. They wrote the laws. They breaking their own damn laws. Even Huey's saying it with the damn birth certificate.
That's what I'm saying, lady. So I'm saying, what if the person who we trusted in burn us like the corporation? Then what is his punishment? Like,
it's like this.
I mean?
It's like this, y'all. Hold on, let me try it this way, Allergic.
Everything.
Hey, Allergic, let's try it this way. Trust, right? When you was born, you trust that your parents was telling you right. Right? We trusted everything that they was telling us.
Yeah.
Okay, now, upon the trust that our parents put us in, this is the situation that got us fucked up today, because they trusted the system that they was in, and the system was lying to us the whole fuck time. So the trust that we are,
I trusted that they had no intention to harm me, and I know
That's
that's
not-
true.
and that is not true because they're trying to harm you every day. Do we agree upon that?
No, my parents had no intention to harm me.
But they,
That's-
listen, that's what your trust is. But they did more harm to you than anything, because without them signing you over was the worst shit that they could have ever did to you in life, was giving you over.
Yeah, I should sue my parents. Yeah, I
That's
know,
my
I agree
point.
with that. I
So
should
right
sue
now,
them.
all
I
of
agree with
us,
that. We
listen.
should all sue our parents for that shit.
Great,
But,
cool,
come on, like,
cool.
I don't deny that.
All right,
I don't deny that shit.
listen,
Parents,
check this
why
out.
you sitting here playing the blame?
No, I'm saying, like, I didn't ask for certain, like, I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, if that's what you fucking got a problem with, go sue your parents. You know what I'm saying?
No, see, but
Right.
listen,
Right.
that-
They were not acting out of ignorance. They weren't being ignorant to something they knew. They did not know. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
they
If they
trusted.
fucking knew and they did that shit, go fucking sue them if that's
Bro.
how you feel.
They trusted the deception. Do you understand that they trusted the fucking
I don't
deception?
even, Huey, they didn't even see a deception. There
I don't
wasn't nothing near to trust.
I don't know where you're
Right.
going with this.
Say that
A
again,
man
Vigil.
with a trust has a responsibility upon that trust, and if he doesn't fulfill what was required of him,
Damn, why you keep cutting out like that, Lurgy? Lurgy.
Yeah, it went out.
He went out again.
But so
Sorry.
what? We need to just throw trust at the door then, huh?
no, come on, man. How do you develop trust? The trust is developed off the person that has done the most, being the most that people can vouch for. That's what trust comes from. It's
Only
not,
the first.
I trust you of a small thing.
Hey, listen.
Leave
Who the
some money
first?
around you, okay.
What was the first trust that you created?
Your parent
With
Your
mother.
parents. Your parents was the first trust that was
told
created.
us. They told us it was the Santa Claus, it was Jesus,
Man,
it was
they
all kinds of.
They told us all of everything that was fucked up. They told us to go to school. Your mama told you to get a license. Your mama told you to get a job. Your mama told you, your daddy, your motherfucker, all of these niggas showed you in trust. This was the trust that you put yourself into right now. Right now, we are in a position that we are in because we trusted what the system was looking like to us.
And technically, those was our creator, and we trusted.
We trusted our creators.
Technically. I know this sounds hard, y'all.
Hey, I don't like. But where you going? Where you going with this? What are you blaming your mom and daddy? I don't get it.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Somebody got an echo. Somebody got a real bad echo.
Hey, where you going?
Hey, actually, hold on. Carson, because it's echoing bad. Hold on, let me get his mic right. Hey, Actualist, are you on your phone, bro?
He got his headphones.
Yeah, you got to unmute your headphones, Actualist. You got to unmute your headphones, bro.
He don't know. You don't have to.
Oh.
Can you do it for me? Can't do it for him. Either.
No, I can't do it. I can't unmute his headphones. Let me see.
Yo,
Who that? Oh no, that was flat playing. My bad, y'all. I was trying to get the echo right, but go ahead.
Hey, pardon me, my brothers. I just hopped on real quick to say, hey, it was pretty great how I said that shit to, I just made up some shit to Illustrious Cook, and it was close enough to the truth that it got that man real mad. He was like, either you a bitch ass nigga, and you said it and you telling us, or you know somebody and they told, he they a bitch ass nigga. That shit was great.
Hey, that shit was priceless, boy. That was priceless, boy.
Hey, Fat Vegan, my nigga, he said, where you going with this, Huey?
Hey, look, okay, yeah. Let me answer that for Fat Vegan.
because if anything, we should be looking at ourselves because we know everything they didn't. So why ain't we moving in that light instead of blaming them?
No, my point is, we was talking about trust. We was talking about trust.
Do we trust? What do we trust? Do we trust somebody again? And we know trust to get you burnt. If the main head people that created you trust one
1,000. Wasn't 1,000 with you.
You going
why would you start another trust? Why would you start that up again? So we were saying, because Allergic was saying we should start a trust. And then Huey was saying, well, we trusted before, and then look what they got us. And it was from our creators. You know what I mean? So I don't know where we going with this, but I think we don't need to be trusting nothing. And I don't know if we supposed to be trying to make somebody be held accountable for their actions. But it's nobody to go after because corporations hide behind paperwork.
Right. And my point was not to blame our parents, right? The point was to show them that they was tricked and they trusted the system that they was in before we was here. So they was going off of what they trusted and what their parents was showing them. And that was a whole bunch of fuckery to get us to where we at right now. And that was because the deception that the corporation put in front of us was paper, so they can hide behind it and never have their face out there. And the only thing that we can follow the trail back to is our parents, because they the ones who created us, bro. Yeah. So now it's my mama's fault that she didn't teach me the law and that I didn't know about corporations. Well, she didn't know nothing about it. And I trusted what my mama told me. Now they telling me that it's my fault and ignorance of the law is no excuse. But we just went off of what we naturally was trusting. Our natural instance was to trust my mother and father, right? And they told me to go to school, so I had no reason to go arguing with that, even when I didn't agree with it. When I skipped school, I did all of these things to disagree.
Look, none of us, look, man. None of us are 21 years old, man. You can't sit here and blame your mama for some shit you ain't learned in school 20 years ago, man. What the fuck?
Did they listen, bro?
Get over it and learn it or not, man.
We know it though.
Trust yourself.
Listen, my vegan, this is what I'm saying, bro. Whether it took us 20 years to learn it in school or not, right? Did they show you this in school?
No, that's just somebody else to blame.
My point though. But listen, I'm talking about trust though, because you went to the school system upon a trust that they was teaching you what was right, right? You went to school.
No, nobody said it was right. You was just learning. Nobody's promised you it was right.
So you went to go when you went to school and they told you that you had to go get a driver's license. Then you seen everybody driving. You thought that was the proper thing or the correct thing to do.
No doubt.
Right. Yeah. Now that was upon your trust that you have built upon all of the shit that you have been going through. You thought it was your right, that it was, you trusted your mom and them when they sent you to the school that I had to be in this place. And that evidently
with it.
My point is, bro. Oh my God, damn.
Well, what he trying to say though, vegan, is okay, what we saying is pretty much how do we step forward? He trying to say, do we try to legally get the paperwork, or do we say fuck the paperwork and we just do what we got to do as a man and don't fuck with no paperwork? Because he's trying to say, if we gonna play the game and go into the paperwork, then we gonna be right back in the same trust.
Thank you.
Hey, but look, I get you, but that whole y'all throw that little paperwork around as if you ain't did it to get where you at. If you ain't doing it now to get 40% of your money tax, you ain't did it now. Like, I don't get it. Like, either way, like you signed up, the bullshit you in now, you did paperwork to get you all the way down to you talking on this phone and getting the Discord app. You had to hit allow. So I don't get how y'all sit here and shun on. I don't get how you sit here and shun on the paperwork when the same paperwork you living in now got the dollar tax before you get it, and it get taxed 40% after you get it from your hard-earned labor on your back. So I don't see why y'all shun on the paperwork. We in the matrix getting shitted on with certain type of paperwork now. Why not try to change it and not get shitted on?
That's my point. That is my point.
Vegan said, Cautious said he don't know. It's at the point where we're at a crossroads where we don't know whether to use the paperwork for our freedom or to choose inactivism. And I tell you, we all know inside of us that inactivism is the way to win. If we don't buy gas, if we don't go grocery shopping, if we don't do anything for a week, inactive for a week.
What up, JB? My bad, y'all. I was inviting I was welcoming somebody to the panel. What up, JBZ?
All up. My point is activism, though. Inactivism over activism. Fuck being an activist. Be an inactivist. Don't be a reactivist. Be an inactivist.
Yo, Mike, JBZ. Okay. I don't know what your mic ain't coming through, dog.
This is what I be saying though. I don't need a kumbaya circle. I don't need a big YouTube. I don't need Discord to vote with my dollar. I don't need all these people blaming my daddy, my mama. I don't need paperwork to vote with my dollar and not go to the grocery store and defend the shit that they pushing, like foods and lotions and shit you put on your skin. It can start right there. I don't need a big militia. No one needs to get hurt for you to change and not vote with your dollar and vote with your dollar. Why do they equate us as not accepting the corporation that's getting hurt?
Though, y'all, in activism, no one gets hurt on either side. No life loss on either side. Inactivism is the way forward.
I don't get this whole militia thing. Like somebody got to get hurt for each one of us to change ourselves for the better. I don't.
And then when the corporations try to claim that they get hurt, you say, "Yeah, you think you got hurt? Apple, McDonald's, to walk your fucking ass into court and tell us with your own goddamn words, Mr. Apple Inc. or Mrs. Apple fucking."
Hello.
Okay? And then when there's a man trying to represent that motherfucker, you say, "Do we get your ID? Is your name Apple Inc. or is it? No, get the fuck out of here." Okay.
Hey Jimmy, let me ask you a question, bro, because we've been having this problem, Jimmy. Hey Jimmy, can I ask you something? Because you come in with another way of another frequency and another wham. All right. So what we talking about is these trusts and these things, right? The first trust that we had, I say, was our parents, right? The first trust that we had on this planet was the trust that we had in our parents, which was our creators, right? Would you agree upon that?
I'm rolling with you.
All right, so
I'm rolling with you.
All right, so our parents was our first trust.
I very quickly stopped trusting my parents, so I don't know. Everyone's situation is different.
Hey, listen, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I said, hey, Jimmy, this is what I'm telling you. I'm with you on the same thing because when my mama told me to go to school, I needed to learn this shit. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to agree with the bullshit.
Yeah.
But she forced me to do it. Now,
there's something deep inside you was like, no,
this shit ain't right. This shit ain't right.
This ain't correct.
Right.
It's not right. It's not a direction. Look, Huey, it ain't a direction. So if I on the back of the $1 right bill, now, I slapped you so hard on your mouth and be like, you should get that fucking direction out of your mouth.
On the back of the $1 bill, hold on the back of the $1 bill, it says, "In God we trust." So we can trust God. We can trust our intuition.
Man, that motherfucker called the USA or whatever the fuck you want. Those motherfuckers is Christians. If you can't pick up that fucking book and act how you need to act, I mean, buddy,
hey,
you're
listen,
gonna have trouble.
Hey, okay, Jimmy, I agree with what you said about the direction with the right, with what I say right. Okay, now when we equate right and wrong, it's not the direction of right and left. It's not
it's whatever's correct and incorrect.
Thank you. What I'm saying is not correct and incorrect the same thing as right and wrong.
You've been tricked to say that shit, dude.
Facts.
That shit right there is the status quo. When you say right and wrong, motherfucker, you are still in preschool. That is the shit they pounded into you with the magazines, the TV.
Listen, hold on. Listen, Jimmy, check this out. So if I say incorrect, listen.
That shit, that is your language. You're like, ooh, and this is my language when it comes up. Bullshit. That's the shit you
incorrect. Incorrect or correct. Check this out. Incorrect or correct. Hold on, Jimmy. Listen. Incorrect or correct. Let me correct you then. Let's not make this right. All right.
Please do.
Okay. Correct and incorrect was still something that was taught to you that you're utilizing. And it's a fucking synonym, no matter what you think, what they taught us. Listen, if I'm talking about trust. Trust is for us to be able to utilize these. Hold on, man. If we're trusting, if you're telling me that incorrect and correct It's something that I have to utilize as to know what's correct or fucking not correct. What you're talking about, what is right or wrong, and you telling me that. Listen, hold on. You saying that right? Listen, wait, man. Hold on. Right is the direction. Left is a direction.
That's right.
Left is a direction.
Left is the direction. That's
right.
Left.
Okay, now where does wrong stand in this right or wrong equation of direction?
Wrong is wrong. I'll tell you exactly. Wrong is when you knew the correct thing to do and you chose not to.
Now, what was right? No, hold on. That's not hold on. You got your cheerleader. You went and got your hold on, allergic. You went and got somebody for you to cheer for. Okay, go ahead. I'm just trying to. I was trying to show you something. Hold on. Let me just say something real quick.
Balancing act, meaning that there's other people, there's other types.
No, it's more than that, bro.
It's for you to
don't reduce life like that.
You know, so you
that's very reductionist.
Listen, man, you can't.
Life is vibration. Life is vibrance. Life is energy feeding into more energy, creating more energy. It's not a depletion.
You trust your intuition, which is your God within, to know how to balance through anything, anyone. It doesn't matter. Karma still exists. Whatever you do, that for every action, there's a reaction. You got to tune into that. You got to know how to tune into that. Everything changes. You just got
hermetics, action, reaction. Man, confused.
Life is just a balance act.
Check this out.
How to balance through everything takes a balance.
What happens to
that's nice. So are you trying to say you're not responsible about the vibrations you put off and the vibrations?
No, what you're just saying, Jimmy, what you just said, right?
You got to know how to balance your vibration as well. It's how you go about it.
Jimmy, what you just did, right?
So your vibration, dog.
Facts. Your words are your vibration.
No, your paper is your vibration, not your words. Your paper. You're telling me that I gotta go by paper, bro. So you're not going by words, man. Don't go by that shit.
Look, you guys are stuck in 2 dimensions, maybe even more, but you have like 2 dimensions to work with. You have the 2-dimension field where corporations exist, where things in your imagination exist. And then you have the 3-dimensional field where you actually exist, the very essence of what you are, this 3-dimensional thing I can pound on the fucking desk. Okay, and we come out and we interact with all these other 3-dimensional things. But there's that 2-dimensional thing that's laid in there that most people really don't have a clue about. No clue. And then there's a bunch of people that have absolutely every clue about it, use it 100% against you. They've created a bunch of words. Then they have a society, and they took all those words and they changed them definitions, right? So when you make a vibratory inclination, aka a sound, a word, they hear something else.
Now, all of this shit that you just said. Hold on, man.
Society, the legal society.
Months, right?
No,
like
September.
Hold on. September should actually be the 7th month. October should be the 8th.
Hold up, bro, man. That's some crazy nonsense. We ain't even talking about none of that stuff.
Right.
And we just talking about.
I'm just giving an example. You say they changed stuff. I'm disagreeing with you. Yes,
like
they do.
What Huey's issue is that he is stuck. He is stuck still being a status quo ass motherfucker. But he ain't no status quo ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But the words that we choose to use and how we explain ourselves or explain other things to things that look like us, okay, always end up in some kind of fight.
Now, and that is because, hold on, Jimmy, and that is because of the fuckery that you trusted the system with. Now,
absolutely.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. Now, hold on. Let me just say this real quick.
Huey, can I ask you a question? Because I see that your name relates to another Huey, some black activist. Is your name it relates to that? Huey P. He died. He died in like 1989 or something like that.
No.
Is that where you got your name from?
I mean, Huey P.
Yeah, there's another Huey P. It's not Nuisance, it's something else.
Newton.
I know it's News something.
Newton. He was a Black Panther.
Okay.
He was a Black Panther.
Newton.
Yeah. Yeah, he was an activist. So they say, but then they say he was a agent. They say all kind of shit. And they're gonna say that I was an agent. You know, same shit.
Well, you know what? I mean, that's a good thing too, because if you could start to know today that you are like in that movie and you are one of those sleepy ass motherfuckers that'll fight for the system because he doesn't even realize the system's around him, you know, that's what we call a sleepy agent. That's an agent that don't know he an agent. And that's what most people suffer from. You are a partial agent. Now we got a new category for you. He is a partial agent.
I'm a whole agent. Nigga.
He's
I'm a whole agent. I'm a whole fucking agent. I'm a whole agent because I trust the system. I'm a fucking agent. I work for the system.
We are naturally about activating and being activists. I know that life is a balancing act. And I got all that stuff on my videos. So check out.
Yeah, well, acts are for fucking actors. So get the fuck out of here if you some kind of just actor.
But how do your actions? How do your actions? Hold on, Jimmy. Hold on, Jimmy. Because how do your actions speak louder than your words?
And it's all God acting.
Absolutely.
All is God acting.
How do your actions speak louder than words? Because you're acting out the words. You're living what you're acting. Your character shows who the fuck you are. You got to go into character.
What? You can't just be you. You want to be something else? I'm trying to just be the best version that I can be. Not anybody else.
No, but listen, you're going by what they consider of, man.
Every day. I'm not going to change how I am because you're this way or that way.
Bro,
or you have
so
this much money,
because you're talking like they say
unless
this
I'm
way or that
directly
way.
being threatened.
Listen, man.
Then I may change a little bit of how
let me put it this way. Let me put it this way, right?
Duress or threat's gonna do that.
Hey, let me say it this way, because you're gonna feel me on this way, Jimmy. All right. My little ones. You don't want me to call them kids, children, or none of the above, right?
Yeah, none of that shit.
Right.
None of that shit.
Because listen.
Yeah.
Because
pretty much.
Listen, because upon your quote unquote researching or your quote unquote or overstanding, because your understanding. Now,
never.
Listen. Now, upon that, you had to utilize something was called words and perception and things of this understanding that you had to utilize that they taught you. So you got to fucking utilize and trust in what you're fucking using to comprehend.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, doing that comprehension that
understand is a trick word. Why do you use that shit all the time?
Oh, standing then. What about standing? How about that?
I'm going to stand. I can stand. Make a corporation come in and stand. It can't. It has to have representatives.
A man can only stand a corporation.
That's correct.
Now.
Because that seems to be what you guys are talking about, by the way, which is, law. Or
there's also the law of attraction. You can attract things with your vibration.
Jesus Christ.
He's got
the secret, everybody. He's got the motherfucking secret, dog. None of us have heard this. Please continue. None of us know what the secret is, bro. We don't know what hermetics is. I mean, okay, so you brought up two things so far, hermetics and the secret. All right, dog, let us in. Let us in. Tell us the secret.
Hey, look, Jimmy. This is what I want to say.
There is a book, The Secret.
You're going to tell us there's some emerald tablets?
Read that book, The Secret.
Yo, bro, did you know the fucking word Hu is an Egyptian god of utterances? So why did they put the word Hu before the word man? They put an Egyptian god before your description of everything in this fucking place. Every three-dimensional object that looks just fucking like
to colors. Hue relates to colors, like the hue of the rainbow.
Hue's an Egyptian god.
We are many shades.
If I give you 20 options, but one of them's a god, right? And my intention is the god when the word human was fucking made. And I give you 20 options to choose, and you get to pick whichever one fits you. Do you think that fucks with my intention? for the word, the vibration that you use willy-nilly every day without fucking
Just like you said, every day. Hold on, Jimmy. Just like you say every day, and you're in the days every time you talk about the days. Right. So you're still absolutely. Hold on.
Gotta go and have a work week.
Hold on. Let me
And
say
then you
this.
get to the
Let me say this, Jimmy.
weekend,
Jimmy.
which is what you
Hey,
usually are after
Hey,
your
Jimmy.
5-day
It's
work
absolutely.
week.
It's absolutely.
You need to get
Jimmy.
weekends.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy.
Absolutely, 100%, bro. That's
Hey,
what I'm trying
Jimmy.
to get at. Is those
Hey, Jimmy.
vibrations that they
Oh,
set
my
up
God.
the intention.
Hey, Jimmy. Check this out. It's
Yeah.
absolutely. It's absolutely the same thing is correct.
I don't know. Break it down.
I'm
Shall we
asking
do
you
that? Let's go look at it.
because you said absolutely.
I mean,
Hold
everybody
on,
got
man.
access to Google.
Let me just say
Let's
this.
look.
Let me just say
Here's the
this.
real thing, though.
What's
Here we are.
APSO?
This the real thing we wanted to know from you, Jimmy, is do you think having your status correct with paperwork, do you think that that's what we need to be doing, or do you think that we just need to be naturally a man? That's what we try. That's really what we're trying to figure out.
I would say this, depending on what you want to do in your life, there are many avenues. You can choose for yourself to run that gamut, but I would say this, if this thing is hermetic, like all these motherfuckers through the top are all this hermetic, you better get the fucking mental part first. And
So-
if you think the paperwork is gonna fucking save you, and you ain't got it mentally up here because you just fucking ABC'd off some website or listened to some other stuff over here, and you don't have it up in your fucking mind, that paperwork ain't gonna help you. That's gonna be a noose. They're gonna tie it around your fucking neck, and it's gonna hang
Avoid
you.
all the paperwork.
So
You
that's
avoid birth
he just
certificate.
backed up my point.
You
Avoid getting your child a birth certificate.
Hold on, he just backed up my whole point.
He
just backed up my whole point, bro.
Created, dog. You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it.
Chewy, I'm out.
All right,
You
actually
can't
appreciate it, my
avoid
G.
Yeah.
But you need to know what's already been created for you, for your use. But you need to be able to utilize these tools when you need to use a tool. When you need to use a hammer, you need to know when to pull the hammer out. You need to use the drill and start screwing. You need to know when you need to start screwing. But knowing what you are in this place and how you relate to others and how you run your life, that's not, that's up to you. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe there's some criminals that want to fuck
Thanks for that,
people up.
Jimmy.
I certainly don't
Just-
want to help anybody fuck anybody up. If somebody's been fucked over, I mean, yeah, man, there's always help.
Look, I want to go down this rabbit hole of words and fucking intentions.
Yeah,
Because
that's huge. That's the most powerful part.
Hold on, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Let me make my point. I think that's part of the
Please.
and the thing of us sitting here words. If I use black 100 times over, if my intentions are behind it, some degree it's not negative. If I tell her good morning and me, good morning meaning good rising, getting up. If my intentions are genuine, I don't think she's gonna have a shitty day because I said morning instead of rising. You get what I'm saying? Like your intentions gotta be.
See, that goes back to what Jimmy just said, right? That's like if I give you a word like where, right? Then you got what you can wear, where you at, where we at, or all of this different ass wheres. You can equate it to wherever the fuck you want to equate it. Your intentions is not what they meant. Just like what we mean good when we talking about
Hold on, Huey. Let me finish this. I don't want what they meant intentions. I want what I meant intentions.
facts.
I'm talking about me. I'm talking about when I wake up and roll over and tell her good morning. I mean, have a good day. I don't mean go die. You know
I agree with you, bro. I agree with you, bro.
Here's the thing about that, Vegan, that I would think is that when you're having that conversation, how much of it is automation?
And not saying we don't know better. I'm just the point that
I'm not saying you don't know better.
What up,
but
Sam?
what I am saying, it is the hardest thing to change that automation. Because that is when you're like, oh, okay, look, this is someone new. They ain't even get some of this language that I may start coming at them with. But usually I don't say good morning to motherfuckers. I say great day. It could be nighttime. It could be the middle of the day. It could be the first part of the day. I just say great day, period. I knew that was something I could change myself, and it took time.
And I feel that too, because like they say, words is power. So
that's right.
Even if your intent is not meaning what you're saying, you still saying, and that's a trick of the thought to make you say what you don't know what you're saying. You giving it power because you don't know that it's saying what it's saying. Because that's the American language, is it got 2-3 different meanings, one word. That's that's how they'll get you caught up in court with them same.
That's
so
correct.
It's best to practice just changing your words and the way you
even the
speak.
simple beginning words. Yeah, cautious is on it. You know,
you say trust your mama, and they ain't talking about trusting nobody. They talk about a whole nother type of trust. Everybody, y'all got
and we have $1,000 book available that you can fucking read, and it's a good read, man, and it ain't that long, and it tells you exactly how to put it together and how it run. $1,000 fucking book sitting in the law section at the ATB, motherfuckers. We ought to all be reading it together.
Unless you can trust that bitch, work.
I guess we can trust that motherfucker, huh? Because it costs $1,000. It costs $1,000 so we can put our trust into it, right? Listen, hold on. Not only that, right?
It's not about that.
I'm just saying.
Certainly ain't it. It's just saying.
My point, though. Let me just say this real quick.
Out of your realm. You know, it's just a book. There's many books on trusts, but we have a good, high-valued one. We ought to take a look. Is there something against learning?
No, it's not nothing to get learning, right? But listen, there's nothing against learning, right? But all the shit that we was forced to learn was a whole bunch of shit that got us where we at right now. Because we trusted it. Hold on, let me just say this, man. Let me say this. Hold on, let me say it. All right, man. Can I just finish my point real quick? I just want to finish this.
Please do.
All right, cool. I've been letting y'all run for a minute. Let me just finish this. All right. Education, right? We trusted the motherfuckers we was getting schooled by, and they was schooling our ass. All right, they was taking our ass right to school. There y'all go. Y'all can have it.
That's right. They're turning you into a school, a big school of fish, a big fucking flock of sheep. You know, they fucking did it to everybody, Huey. I've been putting these videos in, and there are huge jewels that are saying the farming industry has let us down. Did you guys see this fucking screenshot up here? Oh, let me grab this again. Put it in. Look at this quote. And this is out of the playbook. It's out of the playbook. Yeah, I'm just grabbing it out of a chat from. I did. It's a quote from one of these movies. God dang. See, I didn't, damn it.
Yeah. Bobby. God damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, I don't like to damn things.
I know, like the river. Damn, like the river.
Yeah. So public square chat or text, it says, the prevalent production model is leading us down the wrong path. And see, there's the language right there in our faces. It promotes monocultures. Okay, so now let's look at this in every aspect, like a race, businesses, all of it. Just think, you use this as a filter, not just for agriculture, but through all aspects of life. It promotes monocultures. It promotes limited diversity. It hinders health advancement. It discourages the next generation. It lessens the income potential of an operation.
Wow.
That is literally the fucking playbook. See, these motherfuckers are so stuck and uncreative that they found a little formula and they just applied it into every single aspect everybody's life is complete domination, because we're having arguments with you in various forms because of this one paragraph of 5 different points. Okay? And every single one of you is fighting this. We all have it in common. We're all trying to work to a goal of saying, hey, I know who I am. I know where I am. And I have evidence right here that shows that you've injured me and harmed me. And I know how to write in the hieroglyphs of this area. And I know how to put the bee's knees to your ass. And now look, you owe me all this money. What you gonna do with all this money? You know, are you ready to be like that? Are you ready to be fully responsible? Because there's a lot of fucking evil out here if they have completely dominated everything. So it's like, man, I just want to get along with the entire group of everybody. I want to see myself in everybody. I want to see, you know, vibrance. I don't want to see destruction. You know, I've been watching a whole bunch of these agriculture stuff, and it's real hard to stay positive. But then I start getting real positive. I'm like, oh man, there's so much fucking damage around here that it's like everything that we could do is make it better. And so people will come and look and be like, holy fuck, this group has gotten, fuck it, they know what they're doing. And it's not, we ain't fighting the system. I think there's I don't know what you motherfuckers want to do in your life. Okay? I know what I want to do in my life, and I don't want a bunch of motherfucking followers or nothing. I just want to do the thing in my life. Other people, I'm following other motherfuckers. I'm watching stuff and I'm saying, hey, that looks good. I'm gonna copy that shit. And that, oh, what you doing over there? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking grab that motherfucker too. That's in my toolbox. Oh, you just share. Okay, that's in my toolbox too. Shit's getting exciting. Now what we need is some money. What? Well, you know, maybe some good ideas first, and some energy and some life, and then go, hey, you know, if we do this over here is supposed to be some kind of gate. We might be able to just say there ain't no gate. Just like motherfuckers like, there is no spoon. There ain't no gate. There ain't no paperwork. This is all up in your mind. Whole motherfucker. How you talk to people, how people talk to you, all in your mind. Good. There's some fucked up minds around here, bro. If all this got to be in our minds, because man, motherfuckers treat motherfuckers like pretty fucking bad just because you got a different colored skin. That's pretty fucking horrible.
You know, that's the verse. That verse, you got a verse. You want to verse somebody. You just got to go against somebody. Just what the fuck? I got to go against you. I can't even agree with you. Oh, verse you.
It's horrible. I'd rather do that shit in video games because then at least I know I'm just playing a game. I mean, my life ain't no fucking game.
But hey, hold on. In that regard, Jimmy, in that regard, why are we playing this game that they're up under? This paper game. It's a fucking game. The same shit.
What paper game are you playing? The only time I know you need to use paper is when somebody's wronged you, harmed you, or
it's a game.
You.
That's a fucking paper game. My point.
All three of those things are different.
It's still a game, Jimmy.
Is it?
It's a fucking game. It's a goddamn game. When you go to court, hold on, man. Hold on, Jimmy. Let me say this.
I'll show you.
Oh my God, goddamn it, Jimmy. Let me just say this, bro. All right.
Why are you playing games, Huey?
Are you playing games? This is why I just said, listen, man. Lives? Oh man, goddamn. Can I just speak?
Please.
When you go to court and make your claim, right? That's like going to the basketball court and claiming that you had next. It's a fucking game.
Huey, let's say someone injures
That's
you.
right.
Or you
Correct.
going to go and address that? Is it better that you go to his house and beat his ass?
And look,
Or is
if
it
the
better
nigga,
that you
if a
take
nigga-
his shit?
Hell yeah, that
Bro.
is. That's the best.
Which
course.
one
That's
is
the
accepted
best.
by-
That's the
by
best way.
society
Listen,
in
bro,
your
that's the
area?
best way, Jimmy. If you do harm upon me, I'm gonna do harm upon you. Why I gotta go to another man and let him judge upon our differences? He had nothing to do
Preach,
about
Pastor.
it. Listen,
Depends
because
on how-
listen, Jimmy, hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you this,
How
Jimmy.
much he's got.
Jimmy, if we go to if me and you got a disagreement, right? We go to allergic. Allergic is the judge, right? You and allergic. Listen, you and allergic got a backdoor deal that's going on. I never know that y'all even know each other with the cahoots or nothing. Hold on, man. All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Fuck
Can I correct something here?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
You're
He
gonna
didn't
say
even
something.
finish. He didn't even
Didn't
start
say
out.
I can't even finish my shit.
You
You've been
said
talking the
that
whole
this guy
time.
is going to be the judge, but aren't you like? All I know is like a court case is going to end up where there are 12 judges,
Man. And it's
and they
one
are your
motherfucker up
peers.
there being
And
a
you
plain
get
judge,
an
man.
opportunity. Like, do you know how a fucking case actually works, or do you just know how it works from watching TV?
Hey, bro, whether you
No,
got
I
a
actually
12
do know how
man,
it
listen,
works. I've done
Because
3
what-
semesters of LLB, Bachelor of Laws.
listen, bro,
Okay,
whether
I
it's
know
a
you
12-man
bring-
jury, can I finish my point? Because you went off of it to try to talk about a 12-man jury. Whether me and you got a difference right now, listen, man, goddamn. All
What the
right, fuck
fuck
it,
are we
man.
talking
Go ahead.
about? Like, you just using some of these
You know what it
descriptive
is?
words.
I can't
But-
fucking say shit, Jimmy. You won't let me get the fucking shit out. Stop
Why
fucking
you
cutting me
can't
off in the
say?
middle of my sentence. I didn't let you sit here and talk for a million fucking seconds. I can't fucking get two in. Now go ahead, Jimmy.
That's right. Be professional. Be mature.
Is it
Let
a
everybody
conversation
discuss.
that you having? Like, where you ask a
Listen,
question?
Bro,
and
I'm trying to
we
make a
talking
fucking point
about
right
it?
here, and you won't even let me make it. I sit here and listen to you
Give your
rant off.
description. If I have
Oh
a
my
que-
God, this
if
nigga
I'm
will not
having
even
an
let me
issue and
fucking
I'm
talk.
asking you some
Are
questions.
you fucking serious, Jimmy? Yo, why you even
You,
let
is
me
that
talk?
is that what it's all about? Just you talking?
Oh my God.
Is that? I mean, I'm asking you something, and then it's like
No, I
you
don't
go.
think so. Is it all about you talking though, bro?
He was asking me a question.
But it's
And
all about you.
I've
You
been
won't even let me
talking
get the
to
shit
you
out.
This moment, yes, it is.
You won't even let me get the shit out, Jimmy.
Right. So let's go. Let's be
Why you
mature and let
getting shit
everyone
out?
talk.
Clearly confusing me, and then as I'm trying to get clarification, you're freaking out because you just
Listen,
can't
bro.
fucking talk.
Listen, bro.
Now,
I
that
tried to
is
give
some
an
childish
I
ass
was
shit,
giving an
dog. Are
example,
you having
bro.
a fucking conversation with me?
Oh
or you
man,
just talking
goddamn!
at me, bro?
Listen, bro, you said an example. You try to go from the allergic being the judge to the 12 juries.
Well,
Then
I know that allergic ain't the fucking judge. He's just an administrator in any kind of
We're
fucking.
talking hypothetically here,
Oh my
right?
God.
Huey started
Okay,
off talking
listen, bro.
hypothetically.
oh
wanna
my
know-
God, man. Hypothetically, right? All right, cool. Check this
Who
out, man.
is coming after you first? How about that? How about you start off your case with a little better description?
All right, go
Like,
ahead,
who's
Jimmy.
coming after
Go ahead, Jimmy, because you're fucking right. You're right, Jimmy.
you? Am I?
You're fucking right. You're correct. Because I don't want to use right. You're correct. You're giving me direction, which is fucking right. You're giving me directions, so you're right. You're right, because you're giving me directions right now.
Am I? I've been sitting here asking
Listen,
you.
man. Listen, bro. I was trying to give an example, and you won't let me fucking get it out. I was trying to utilize
What's that
an example, bro.
man?
Oh my God. Somebody.
I'll go check this out. I just popped in.
You
I
know,
just popped
you
in.
know, Jimmy, you got to use the correct words. That's how he is. But it's real though. You even said too, man. The words it matters.
Bro.
They matter and stuff.
Listen, man.
God damn it, Huey. You can't let motherfucking Jimmy Jedi mind trick you with them damn with that shit.
Listen, bro. I'm trying to just keep on going.
Why
He's
you
over.
so upset?
I
Why you
shut
so
the fuck
upset?
up, man. Let me just talk. I'm trying to talk. That's
There
it.
we go.
Apparently.
Oh man, apparently fucking what? God damn,
Go,
can I get
go,
my shit
Huey.
out?
Go, Huey.
Can I get my
Go,
fucking
brother.
shit out?
Oh,
Nigga,
Huey.
we got all these
Okay,
niggas right here that's gonna be judging this situation. You hear me? Now, I don't know
Why
if you're
you so
fucking.
upset?
Oh my-
Stop yelling.
Go ahead, man. I don't want to talk.
Like, if I can't fucking be upset, then I'm not fucking talking.
Shut up, fool. No, he
Bro,
talking.
that's
This
some
what I'm
wild
saying, right?
shit, though.
He's trying to make a point across, right? You didn't even give him a chance.
Yeah, he good. Yeah.
So where do you?
Here we come, man. Just
I'm
say
good,
it. Come
man.
on.
He done made me lose my whole concept of the fucking shit I was trying to say.
No. I got it. I lift you up from where you went at. You were like where I just came in anyway. So I heard it at where you. I heard it where you play games, right? It's in a court. That's what he was getting at, and then he like started to break out a situation.
And he
Can you
gonna tell
follow
me
on with that?
the game, right? And they're gonna ask me about if someone injure me, how am I gonna handle the situation? Now I gotta go. Now when you're dealing with a motherfucking party, now injury, whether you got a court case or any motherfucking thing. Now don't you know that it's cases that you go to goddamn court to your game, to the play. You go to the game and it's you, a motherfucker, another nigga on the other side, and the judge. Ain't no goddamn jury over there. Do you understand this shit?
Right, that's first level.
But
Yes.
that's like people's court.
Man, I don't give
Right,
a fucking
right.
people's courts, divorce court, mama's court, motherfucker, whatever
Damn,
the court
nigga,
was.
like I
nigga.
asked you, is this the court from watching fucking TV?
No, and I said one thing too, brother. I said no, it's not. I've studied 3 semesters of a Bachelor of Laws.
When you know
That's
it's
the
bullshit.
LLB.
He equate that term into watching TV. When I was in court at goddamn for a traffic violation, ain't no motherfucking jury. This is not on
And
TV,
again,
nigga.
that's not
Right.
even a real court.
Jimmy, can you hear me, brother?
Fuck this nigga
It
tell me,
ain't a
man.
real court.
This nigga
That's
says it's not a real
just
fucking
an
court, man.
administrative process.
Wait, can you hear me, brother? Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I mean, it's not just from TV, my man. I'm talking a little bit of like tertiary study. So
Crazy
like that as you said, you know, it starts off at that first level court. If you want to take, are you talking about 12 jurors or a 12 Supreme Court judges?
I didn't want to talk
You know?
about the 10 players on the basketball court with the 2 judges, with the two referees on the court. We don't want to talk about the basketball court with the 10 players that are with the 2 referees that's running up and down the court that look like a fucking goddamn jury. Come on, niggas. Talk about the 11 men that you got on your fucking football field while you're at your goddamn games. For fucking idiots, man. You go ahead, you keep on with your correct and your incorrect and your shit. Why you want to talk about a direction with your right and your wrong? When right and left is a direction. And but then they still gave us right and wrong. And then they gave us a right with a fucking pen, you idiots.
You know, Huey, you are like a child just with a temper tantrum.
I am like a fucking idiot with a temper tantrum. Fuck a child. I'm an idiot with a temper tantrum. I'm an idiot with a fucking temper tantrum. Because you know why? Listen, Jimmy. Listen, Jimmy. Because you equate correct. Hold on, man. Just like Fat Vegan said. Now, if I know, right? This is some shit that I know. You're gonna tell me that correct and incorrect ain't the same thing as a right and a wrong. That's a fucking lie, nigga. You just singing another song.
Dude.
You hear me? If listen, that's just like the man said, listen, hold on. Intention, or wherever the fuck, because you're gonna utilize, hold on, man. A person, place, a thing is not me and you. We agree upon that. Right? But not no fucking person or no people that you're talking to gonna agree with you because they're gonna say, man, I'm a person.
So, what do you think of this statement? If a man shall be ignorant, let him. What do you think of?
What the fuck? Let them. Because they're gonna say you're ignorant because you're not gonna agree to what they say. Hold on, let me say what I equate to it is. Listen,
that's a true statement.
Goddamn, listen, it's true to them. Let a man be ignorant because you got to know what you know, not what the fuck I say that it is. You can tell me what's right or wrong upon your perception. That don't mean that it's right or right for me, Jimmy.
Ignore it. Remember,
That's
ignore
okay.
it. Ignore
And so
ignore it means that you've seen it and you look past it as if you didn't see it. Nescient means you had no knowledge of it.
No, it ain't.
What are we
If I walk
speaking
past, if I walk past a goddamn a chair, I notice this chair and I act like I didn't see the motherfucker. I notice that there's a fucking chair. I don't give a fuck about it. I ain't want to sit there. I want to keep moving. If I walk down the street, I see a dog, right? I noticed the motherfucker. He was sitting there looking at me like he wanted to do something. I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna walk right past you, bitch. You're not there. I have the right to be ignorant to what I want. If I'm walking down the street and there's a fucking fire there,
Okay.
I'm just to walk my ass in the fire, and I got them dumb enough to not know that this shit is hot and I was gonna burn my ass up. I walk in there and I burn the fuck up.
Okay, Huey. So I'm on the riverbank and you're in the river, and I'm trying to help you, but you know,
Listen,
I'll just as you're gonna come by.
listen, no, it ain't about that because now you're telling me.
I'll just
Nah.
Listen, bro.
just
That's
witness
right.
that you chose to just wave your hands, but when somebody stuck their hand out to try to help you, you just
I said,
went on
fuck
by
your help.
waving your
I didn't
hands.
need
You
your
did
help.
No effort
No, I didn't need your help.
to reach your hand.
It's a lot
I didn't
of
need your
very
help.
important things.
You
It's a
did
lot
no
of very-
effort to reach your hand towards my hand for that help.
Because
that
you thought that you was helping me out.
waving your hands
You
all
thought that you
about
was helping me
wherever
out
you
when
was
I wanted to
wiggling
be
the river.
in. Listen,
That's fine. But you just
How you
look like
going-
one of the motherfuckers
Hey,
that
look.
was like, help me, help me.
hey, look, this like I'm in the pool, right? Right? You see me over that motherfucker, like I'm drowning.
So
Right.
this is just this whole
Look.
thing you're doing right now is just entertainment purposes. Is that correct?
Oh my God. Man.
What?
Yes, it's
Somebody call?
entertaining, bro. You know why it's entertaining? It's entertaining to see these motherfuckers out here still sleepwalking and claim that they're fucking woke. You hear me? It's so much so, right?
Well,
Let me just say this, man.
people that,
Oh,
that
God.
say that they
Yeah.
woke, I mean, yes, that is kind of entertaining. I can agree with you, my brother.
Damn.
But
Look,
woke
bro,
is
All I'm
woke.
saying is it's entertaining to me, right? Right?
Okay.
Seeing a bunch of motherfuckers, right? Talking about all of this freedom, right? And how much this bullshit
Yeah.
is. But you still need to go get
Oh, so
listen, man. God, fuck it, man. Go ahead.
well, why can't you just keep rolling without being
I just
interrupted?
Be quiet, bro.
You keep
Let
talking
him
over me. So I
finish.
say, go ahead.
Come on.
Let him finish.
Tough it up, dude. Just roll on it, man.
I don't want to roll over
I'm
you.
worried
I'm just
about
saying
what
that
other
you speak because I
motherfuckers
don't
say.
want to fucking
Like
sound
we
like
can
you're
still
arguing.
hear you even when I say something.
But it's confusing. It's confusing, man.
It's
Let him
confusing.
finish. Let him finish, right?
I let you speak
Well,
the whole
it's good.
time and then I come in. You come over every word I say.
Okay?
God
And
damn.
it confuses you?
I'm fucking not a confusion. It pisses me the fuck off. Fuck a confusion. I don't want to be conned by the fusion. I don't want to be
Ugh.
conned by the fucking fusion that we are having where we're goddamn colliding. Fucking man.
All right, my argument was not against either person. My argument was sort of to both. To ignore something means to walk past it and ignore what you see. To be nescient means to have never seen it in the first place. Nescient is without knowledge. Ignorance means to ignore. Ignorance.
Walk
Don't
past.
let these motherfuckers fuck you up with the words. I'll show you what nescient. I'll put nescient, the dictionary definition of nescient in the damn thing. And I'll put in that article, this nescience versus ignorance, so you can understand the two of them. Most of us are not nescient. Most of us are not ignorant to anything as far as the law is concerned and things like that. We're nescient. For most of us, the information has never been there in the first place. We didn't know that we could, jump online and look it all up and learn it all from 12 years old. First time we was able to hop on a goddamn computer, we didn't know. It was nescience, not ignorance. Ignorance is when you tell somebody this shit and they laugh at you and then they see it later on and then they still keep doing the same thing.
So I just wanted to break that point down to Jimmy. Like if you were just standing there saying,
I believe that saying ignorance is bliss is only half of the saying, and we're not told the other half, and it has something to do with nescience. Maybe it is ignorance is bliss and nescience is power, or some, who knows, but I'm sure it's absolutely half of something.
Yeah, 'cause
Absolutely.
I'm the first one to scream, ignorance is never bliss, because you or your family gonna pay for that. You or your loved ones are gonna pay for that ignorance in the
Yeah.
long run.
Yeah, well,
Like what Huey just
Yeah.
said, if he don't know the fire down there, he walk into it, that's his ignorance. I agree. But he will burn. He will pay for that.
right.
Listen, I might
Yeah,
burn.
but
Listen,
His
let me say
ignorance,
this.
his ignorance leads to no suffering. It's over with. His ignorance is bliss. The ignorance leads to no suffering. To ignore
No,
it,
but you can
to
clearly
put it in your
see
back.
Huey's suffering.
That's where nescience comes in, though. That's what I'm trying to say.
You can't clearly see I'm suffering for shit.
Ignorance means you know about it and you just put it in your back pocket until it's done.
Well, all I gotta say is, Josh, that was really great because that helped me comprehend that
Yeah.
state. If
Well,
a man
yeah.
should be ignorant, let him. That really helped me out with that. That's
So-
really good, man. I appreciate that.
Exactly. What I took from that was like when you said your point that
Hey, hold on, y'all.
They're mission, not ignorant.
Hey, K4I, what's up, K4I? Yeah, we can hear you, bro. What's up, fam?
Hey, listen, man. Quit letting I'm at work, bro, and I have to get in. Quit letting Jimmy get under your skin. That's one of the reasons why I don't really be back here fucking with Discord that much because of bullshit like
Because
that.
you're a fucking immature little
Hold
child,
on, man. Hold on, Allergic. Hold on,
you
Allergic.
can mute him though. Huey,
Hold
bro.
on, man. Hold on, man. Let the brother speak.
Talk to nobody, think you know
Let
everything.
the brother speak, man.
Yeah.
Hold on, Allergic. Hold on, man. Let the brother speak.
Childish, man. It's fucking childish.
No, it's
bro.
not, man. Let the brother goddamn speak, man.
You came on to say that? Get
Hey,
the
man,
fuck
let the
off,
man.
you piece
Man,
of shit.
no, man. Hold on, man.
It's so funny, man. It's just one attack.
There wasn't no attack, man.
Started to actually go good, and some childish shit stopped.
Hey, bro.
You come in and start being childish too.
Hey, man, that's not childish. This man speaking his fucking mind, bro. Hey, let me say something.
You are so fucking lucky right now.
Hey, man,
bro,
let me
that
say
you-
something, bro. Hey, hold on, man. Hold on. Jimmy and fucking Allergic. At the end of the day, this brother ain't been on this motherfucker the whole time. Let him speak his mind. We've been listening to you motherfuckers the whole time. He didn't even address. Hold on, man. Jimmy, bro. Jimmy, bro. Oh, man. Wow. Wow, bro. Hey, man, listen, bro. I'm going to say this again. Bro. I'm going to.
For the last year and a half, both of y'all ridicule and critique everything somebody say and everything y'all stand on.
Oh, man.
Facts that quick trip, man. Insanity. Be mature. Let,
That's fine. You don't want to.
Hey, man. Hey, let me say something.
Emotional man.
Hey,
you're an emotional man.
No, you're not, bro. Hey, man, let me say this real quick. Because Allergic, bro. Allergic. You are way the fuck out of line. First of all, he didn't even.
No, he's not.
Man, hold on, man. Let me just say this, bro. Let me just say this, man.
Because then I don't have to fucking deal with knowledge. Allergic is just fine.
Hey, man, listen, bro. Let me fucking speak, bro. Straight up. Let me speak. This man ain't been on here. I'm gonna say this a fucking again. This man been in the motherfucking back listening. Whether you agree with it or not, y'all gonna let him fucking say what he gotta say, and y'all ain't gonna fucking talk over him. Right. I've been listening to y'all bullshit the whole time. Let this nigga say what he gotta say, nigga. Who the fuck are you to say he can't say what he say?
You can let him talk over me. I'm a grown man.
Just triple agent.
I'm saying stuff.
I don't know.
Nigga, you a triple agent. I ain't even never seen your fucking face. Everybody know what I look like. What is you talking about? What is you talking about?
Facts.
You don't need to see my face.
Why not?
Look in the fucking mirror, dog. You see my face.
You need to stand on something. If you
I don't need to understand shit.
What is you doing to your community? What is you doing to help your community? Shut up. You sit in that fucking computer
What
chair.
the fuck are you doing to help yours? Because if it's using the words you use and thinking the way you think, you ain't fucking helping nobody.
Wow.
You ain't even helping.
See, look. See, look. This is how you know that differences is, man.
And fucking starts attacking me. Fucking bamboozles the screen. And now it's this bullshit. what the fuck are you doing for your community? What I asked Huey what he was doing was for entertainment purposes, and he said yes. And I said, okay, I'll fall fucking back. And I did. Because I'm not about no fucking entertainment.
This is what I said. I did not say that I was doing it for entertainment. I said I do it because, listen,
shit for nobody.
hey Jimmy, you're not going to fucking sit here and lie.
Yeah, I didn't take Huey as saying that. I took
You didn't
Huey
say, I
as
didn't say that, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Hey
He said
Jimmy,
it jokingly. He
All
said
when
it
you're done.
jokingly.
Hey, Huey, you allow this motherfucker to come in here and do this. That's just
hey, listen,
disgusting.
I allow you to come in and do the shit you're doing.
I ain't fucking doing shit.
You are doing. You're fucking talking over everyone,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
if you want to argue, get out of the room,
Jimmy,
bro.
since you came in this motherfucker. Hey man, hold on, Jimmy. Hold on.
Everything he said.
All right, cool, man. Cool. Jimmy, hold on 1 second, bro.
Huey.
Hold on, man. Hold on, Jimmy. Hold the fuck on. Now, Jimmy, I've been listening to you this whole motherfucking time. I wasn't even able to speak because you've been doing the same shit that you always do. You think that you're not yelling and you're going with that high-ass fucking voice over everyone every time. This brother was been on my line. Regardless, I let you come here and speak. I let fucking everyone in the platform speak. He came in and said 2 words and fucking Allergic stepped in and got
words.
he paid like 6 words.
I don't give a fuck. He was talking in the chat. So
Fucking what? No, nigga, who are you? See, listen, this is what I'm telling you.
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't. You don't never give a fuck, Jim. Allergic. You don't give a fuck. I know you don't. Allergic. Listen, Allergic. Listen, let me say something for real. This is on some real shit. You never gave a fuck about no one when no one says, bro. Even when you and goddamn Ken had a difference, you and Brandon, anyone. You was the one that always took the low road. Even when these brothers try to apologize and take a higher road, you will always take the low road. This is the reason.
Now you know you're chatting shit.
No, I'm telling real shit. This is real shit.
No. Now I'm gonna show you why you're chatting shit.
Bro, this is real shit.
Bro.
Hold on.
Into your Discord with them motherfuckers there, so don't chat shit.
I don't give a fuck what. This is my Discord. It's my Discord, nigga. Listen to you. Listen to you. Listen. Okay, great. Now check this out. Check this out. All right, check this out.
I will say that straight.
Okay, cool. Check this out. We'll say it again. I'm gonna fucking let you got them talk, and nigga, you're gonna let me fuck. Okay, right, shut the fuck up, then. Check the fuck up and listen, man. Shut the fuck up and listen for a minute, nigga. Why the fuck you let me talk?
I hear you. Just
well, shut the fuck up and let me speak, please.
You've been speaking a lot.
Oh man, you've been fucking speaking the whole time you've been on this bitch, and you still won't shut the fuck up, man.
This is unbelievable.
God damn, man, your niggas won't even fucking shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up. God damn.
Hey, how's everybody?
What's up, Empress? Hey, hold on, man. Let me just say something, man, because these niggas done pissed me the fuck off, man.
You guys are all my brothers at one point and another.
Man. Go ahead, Empress.
Listen, I'm over there listening on YouTube like others are, and there is a good build here. There is a good build.
Facts. That's right. Let's be mature. Everybody speak. We have respect. We want to build with knowledge. Let's do this right.
All the immature ones leave the fucking server.
Hold on, Allergic. Hold on, Allergic. Allergic, can you please be quiet, bro? Because this is the shit that I've been watching you do for the longest, and motherfuckers don't like to agree with it and don't deal with your ass because of this reason, my G. And I'm gonna tell you straight up because I fuck with you the strong way. You always took the underroad upon everything, bro. Hold on, let me just say this, Empress.
Whatever, that's your opinion. Whatever
I'm telling, all I'm doing is giving you my opinion, bro. And I'm giving you real as a brethren, as a brother.
Man, I care about you. I don't give a shit about your opinion.
I know you don't care about.
Come on, man.
Wait. You don't care about no one else,
I
nigga.
said I care about you. I said I care about you. I don't give a shit about your opinions.
All right, great, cool. Great, cool.
They get caught in their devil motion. So what I can do, I'm a grown man. I can just fall all the way back.
Period.
Because these two cats don't like to be addressed when they're in the wrong, but they always want to critique everybody else. So like I said, I'm out of sight, out of mind. Peace out.
See, look, and leave my brethren alone, right? Because this is a great ass brother. That's a great ass brother. Not as for ignorance, is a great ass brother, bro. He don't be with the fuckery and bullshit. So for you to come at him the way that you did was fucking totally out of line, bro. Period, bro. And I don't give a fuck what no one say. That's just like that's the same way it's coming at Fat Vegan. Hold on, man. No, and you're taking sides for Jimmy, nigga. I'm not taking. I'm taking. Listen, bro.
I'm standing for myself.
Hey, man, cool, man. You're standing for. You're standing for. You're standing for fucking Jimmy because he was talking to Jimmy and you butted your ass in. You butted your fucking ass in. He didn't say shit to you. You were speaking for fucking Jimmy. Now, that's just like a motherfucker coming at Fat Vegan when he come out here all right every day. You mean that nigga's a good nigga? Don't fucking sit here and come at the nigga like that, bro. I'm going to vouch for him. And Allergic, I'm going to call you out on your shit, my nigga, because you my nigga, and I'm going to call you out. And if you can't accept it, you ain't going to accept shit because you're going to say this is my opinion. And you respect me, but you don't accept my opinion. But I done seen you in action the same way that you did with Empress Lou, the same way that you did with motherfucking Ken, the same way that you did with anybody who you had a disagreements that I tried to bend the guy. I tried to mend the situation, and you didn't want to take the high road. This is a proven fact. This is your character. Now, character got to do with a nigga who acting. And your actions speak louder than your motherfucking words, nigga. This is a fact. I want somebody on here who been back here to discourse with me right now. Y'all been back here with us. Y'all seen all this shit unfold. Tell me that I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying about Allergic. Fat Vegan, Cautious, any of y'all. Y'all tell me I'm lying about this nigga. I don't hear shit. I don't hear Empress disagreeing with me. I don't hear Envy Good disagreeing with me. Master P, nobody.
Hold on. No. Listen. I'm just trying not to overspeak with everyone speaking.
Go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet.
You all have very, unique. You have all very unique and useful skills in life. You just need to discover them and what they are to your highest potential.
Very true.
That's so true.
That's right.
That's so true.
I'm not talking down
day in
to
life.
Please don't be offended by this. What I'm hearing is a lot of ego.
Yep.
We're all egomaniacs.
So it's gonna be
I
left
can
at the
agree.
door.
I can agree with the ego situation. I agree.
What is?
Can vouch that I know that Allergic and Jimmy don't agree on everything. I can vouch for that because it's impossible. But what Jimmy is speaking of, all you guys are speaking of, it is your experience. And some experience includes a lot more research and experience and utilizing that research and applying it in your life than others, including language, including how you vocalize. I don't ever say certain words to my youth because if they get embedded into their head, they will forever know that. Some words are already there that I have to now cycle out. It's all about an overstanding, in my opinion. It's all about an overstanding. Do we overstand? Do we understand all the stands of what we are saying? The words that are coming out of our mouth, because when I heard that, I was like, you know what, this is interesting because we don't pay attention enough, right or wrong, correct or incorrect. It may seem very simple and insignificant, but in all reality, it's really big. It's making a big statement, making a big point. To just pay attention to your language, pay attention to your ego, pay attention to where you want to go. Like I heard a lot of different dynamics, and the biggest judge should be ourselves, and then go out and see where other people judge you. You know, that's just what I would say.
And even then, though, when you doing that, right, you can care what people think about you, but you can give a fuck less, right?
Right. Well, yeah. I mean,
Sure. Some people do.
A very good quote. If you don't realize that I'm doing this and saying these things as passionate as I am because I do give a fuck, then fuck you. Right. That's kind of that resonated deep with me because I'm a very passionate person as well.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you can care with like me, for instance, right? I walk around with my aunts, my coppers, my thing. I don't give a fuck what a nigga looking at me and say, boy, that nigga might be crazy, man. I'm walking around and I talk my shit. I'm me. I don't give a fuck what they out there judging upon. I'm judging upon my right. I do what I'm supposed to do. I'm an outstanding person. I try to take care of my little ones. I do everything that I need to do. So upon that, I judge upon me. I don't do a harm upon no one unless they do harm upon me.
But right, that's great. I mean, that's a great way to look at it, except are you paying attention to how you are gracing your presence to people? You know, are you paying attention on how
I am fiery? I am fiery. I am pumped up, and I got a lot of aggression.
As am I.
Right.
But I had to learn how to be fiery, but I still want friends. I still want, people to discuss things with. I didn't want to.
I can really care less about no fucking friends right now.
I'm just being,
I'm being for real though, Empress. Like I love all of you guys. I love y'all. Like I love y'all, right? But at the end of it, fucking all, I can care less about none of this shit because it's all about me. If I'm not here and I can't enjoy it, none of this shit matter. If I'm not here and my well-being is not right, don't nothing else in the world matter, bro. Because when I leave this motherfucker, none of this world is gonna matter. Not shit. Now, with my kids going through, I can't help they need. I can have paperwork set up for them all around the board. But if they don't know how to apply it, they don't know the knowledge, they never took the time to know it, it's not going to happen for them. No matter how, this is like us right here trying to awaken people. No matter how many times we be on live, if they don't fucking want to awaken, guess what? They're going to still think it's bullshit that we're saying.
Well, if it's the way it comes across. It's the way it comes across. Nobody's going to be attracted to want to learn. Right. And or fix their language or whatever if we're always being so abrasive, if we're always being so aggressive with each other. And I understand passion, trust me, but at the same time, you're putting on, this is why I could see why they're saying, oh, it's entertainment, because in the sense of, oh, there's all these, cuss bombs and all these F bombs and all these, everyone's talking over each other. That's becoming entertainment. That makes me it reminds me of like, Housewives of Atlanta and shit. Like, no offense, but that's why I jumped in, because I was like, wait a minute, there was a good bill. I was enjoying what Allergic was saying, Jimmy was saying, and everyone else, how they were connecting to because there is a lot of information out there that I don't even know, and so we can't be offended if somebody says something that may sound like something we've never heard. We have to look it up before we can say, that's full of shit. We really have to own up and be responsible. This is what I got from what I heard, what made sense to me is that we do have to be responsible. Even here now in this discussion, you all are going to have to be responsible for that, what has been recorded already.
I agree. You got to say what you mean and mean what you say. Like,
right, but some people don't know what they mean and don't know what they're saying.
Because Fat Vegan, that's just like you saying, you mean to say good, but when you got them, they got these kind of sending words that don't mean good, even though your intentions is good, it's not doing fucking good.
At some point, you just got to raise your argument, not your voice. Change your point of attack.
Listen, a voiceless
If it's
person,
not
right?
working, look, if it's not working, you got to look within you. I'm speaking from an angle I know. I be humbled every day with this knowledge. I got people still taking pills, not listening to a word I say when I got certificates to say I can help you get through these problems. But I'm speaking from a very humbling perspective on the knowledge and wisdom I'm pushing towards. And y'all know that. The ones I done spoke to on
that level.
in-depth basis.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you.
That's
now,
why I put you in that
like,
regard. I put you in the respect guard. Like I respect you, like I respect K4I. And for them that even let the guard come and speak, bro.
I'm the first one to tell you, when y'all get to yelling in that cat fight, you lose the fuck out of me, dog. I cringe on this mic like, come on.
Yeah,
The people I feel with, I'm better. They're better than this. And it kills me, bro. You know that. That's why I don't dip in and out of them shits. You don't hear me. I clown it. I'll look at it because you leaving it up to entertainment, and I'm gonna clown you because that's what you putting it on. No, look in the back chat. Yeah. I'm clowning because that's you giving it out there. You know what I mean? So, and it just kills me, bro. When y'all go, I don't know. I just cringe. Like just a minute ago when that shit was, rah, 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 I just look at it like cat fighting. It's cat fighting, grown men cat fighting on the internet. That shit just smack my forehead type shit, bro. It just blows me.
Man,
I know everyone.
I feel the same way, bro. But over and over, I try to fucking be quiet. I sit there and listen. And then I say, fuck it, let me speak. Then they go, won't even let me goddamn get my word out, bro.
Well, then that's when you say, you know what? Let them speak.
I did it 10 million times. How many I said, let go. Y'all go ahead and speak then.
And this is something you must apply from those around you, like Fat Vegan, like anyone else you admire that has that humble stature. You apply what you observe from them, because it's, what you said. You're like, I keep you here, Fat Vegan, because of these reasons. Then now we have to apply those reasons so that we can, it can actually, so when you're in the thick of it, you can control your emotions.
Yeah,
I've had to work on this.
It's not gonna stop because the bullshit never gonna stop, whether it's coming from Discord, real life, doctors, teachers, mothers, parents. It don't stop. That's how you react to it. It's going to always be how you react to it. I don't care how serious or how non-serious you think the situation is or the conversation. It's going to be how you react to it. And if I can sit back and was listening to everything, everybody get a D-. Fuck y'all talking about. Nobody reacted in a mature, non-emotional way. Even just leaving the conversation is better than fucking what we was doing. And I'm famous for that. I will lead this conversation before I try to entertain any of that. Flat out.
Facts.
Because I'm trying to control my emotions. That's one thing I learned. You don't control them. Who the fuck controlling them? Just now, Jimmy was controlling yours. You was controlling Jimmy's. Knowledge was controlling Allergics. It went all the way around the damn board. Niggas was pressing everybody each other's buttons with words.
See, the word can be, that's when the word can be the sword.
No
and you're stabbing people and you're stabbing people.
It's definitely a double-edged sword. While we sitting here talking about sharpening it, it's another edge to that sword. It's definitely a double-edged sword. The same thing that make you laugh will make you cry. Flat out.
Hey man, shit real like that, bro. You feel me? And you ain't said nothing that's wrong, bro. You feel me? That's why it's quiet. You heard me? Because you dropped some truth. At the end of it all, right? That shit came from you in our fucking book. My point of it all, I can trust in that. You hear me? Now I can put my trust in some shit. We'll talk about trust. We can never get past the fact that the nigga tell me that correct and incorrect is not right or wrong, man.
I mean, but look, Huey, that's what I'm saying. Like, the bullshit don't stop. It's when you control of that. Okay, if he feel that way, you don't gotta fuck with that. You don't gotta bicker with that back and forth. That's how he feel about it. That's how he feel about it.
That's
truth
my
tell
whole
you?
point, bro. That was my whole point. Exactly what you said. How you feel about it don't gotta equate to what I feel. What you think is right is gonna work for you, not for me. This is the same shit that we was arguing about. This is where all of this shit came from. Me and Flat Plane and Cautious was letting them know, like, look, man, it's about what you see is right. Because you see that fruit tearing is right? It might be the right way, but another motherfucker might not see so. Now, does that make their wrong
And
wrong?
No, because they'll learn through that. They'll
Right.
in one way or another.
They're gonna learn from it from their own way. So right and wrong, correct, incorrect is all upon perception. Just like you say, goddamn, we try to get away from saying good morning, hello, and all of these shit, but still, you might say good morning to a motherfucker because your intent is to tell them that it's a good day. But that don't change the equation of the fact of what they intended the phrase to be, because they taught this to you and me. They taught us to deal with the phrase of saying today. They taught us the phrase of saying we're dealing with the weekday, and we don't understand what a week is. When it's all upon word, we know that a week is week. This is why I say whether they spell it one way and you looking at it that way as they spell it, the intention is not what they meant for it. So how is your good intention, what you think was good? Like what we equate as good is something that was taught to us. What we equate to what was bad is something also that was taught to us. And we accept those terms. We accept those terms upon trust and truth.
To a degree, but as you grow up, you kind of can figure out in your heart what's right and wrong. You know it's wrong to go down the street and push that old lady over. I don't need no book to tell me that. Through your experiences and learning and growing up and growing,
you just say just push the. That's just for that reason though. What if I was running down and the old lady didn't see a car coming around the corner and I ran and pushed her down? You don't know why the fuck I did it.
What if was the fifth? We'll
all be fucked up. That's why you said if that lady, and I just put another if with that. So if was a split, that could be anything. So all you did was make an equation to make that right, and then I can make one to make mine's right. Because my perception, my reasoning, the reasoning why I'm looking at the situation. You could have been riding past the car. You could have been riding past me as I was running towards that old lady. You like, I know this nigga ain't finna run over and hit that old lady. But as I'm running, listen.
Hold on. So ain't no. What you saying is ain't no right and wrong.
It ain't right and wrong. It's all about perception.
I beg the difference. I beg the difference.
Okay, well, cool. Now check this out. What I mean by right or wrong and perception, right? They think that it's right to tell people that it's goddamn that food that milk was good, that we needed to have driver's license to travel.
But hold on, you taking the seat of them. I don't know if they was doing it to think it's right.
Listen,
they don't say they did it because it was right though.
Okay, now upon my perception, this is why it's all about what you're doing. Upon my perception is I say that everybody is driving right now because they taught us that, having licenses and things of this nature, because this is what they taught the people was correct. If you thought it was incorrect, most people know what's doing right or wrong is equated to as incorrect or correct. I don't want to be incorrect and doing some shit that's wrong. Y'all feel me? Now, all of that perception, it was upon teaching. We can only equate what's good or bad, right, wrong, incorrect, or correct upon what they told us that these titles define. Now, upon growing as we living through life, we're able to use our own discernment. We're able to use our own discernments and we equate to what's right or wrong. Now, they say that it's wrong for you to goddamn sell marijuana. It's illegal. It's illegal to utilize marijuana. It's illegal to drink and drive. Right? Well, they said drink alcohol, not just to drink and drive. You know what I mean? So, like, man, what's right for you might not be right for me, bro. That's not to say that is a right or wrong. Just like Fat Vegan said, we all agree that doing harm to a youth is all the way out of line. That is fucking wrong. Raping a child is completely wrong. but to the nigga who doing it, it's a right to him. It felt right to him, or he wouldn't have made the move. They said, thou shalt not kill. That equated to what you should or shouldn't do. Meaning what was correct or accepted, because they told you what was right was something that was good for you to do. It's right for you to go to goddamn work and work. But is that really going on? It's right for you to have a driver's license to travel around and pollute the air. But is it really good? Is it doing us any good for you to travel in your car and you're polluting the atmosphere? Is it really good? So, you know that you ever heard the saying fat vegan, what's really good? So let me ask you that. What is really good? Fat vegan, you there, big bro? I think I might not be on them. Anyone here? Y'all can hear me? Am I still live? Summer, you hear me?
I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, you hear me? They can hear you.
Okay, Envy. Somebody. Envy. You ever heard the saying, what's really good? Can anyone ask me this? What's really good, Envy? What's really good, bro?
Hey, I don't ever have an answer for that shit right there. I look at them and go, what's good with you? You know what I mean? Because like you said, what's good for me ain't good for you.
Right?
So what's really good?
So what's really good then, right? What's really good, bro? What's really good?
Right.
Right.
My first impression is like what's the word? Would be myself. What's really good is you know? Think yourself. You are good.
Hey, Sunray, can you mute the one on
I stepped off.
Sunray, can you mute the one on the stream ray? I mean on the stream yard or one or the other. Just mute one of them and come through the other.
I had to step off for 1 second, but
oh my bad. Oh, vegan. I was saying you heard the term what's good and what's really good. What's really good, my G?
I mean, what you know. That's what's really good. What you know. And is you trading that knowing and the wisdom. Like, we can sit here and talk all day, but if you're not trying to walk in some of the stuff you learning that enlightened you, what are we doing here? You're not trying to turn that knowledge into wisdom. You know what I mean? To better yourself and grow. Being the reward, I mean, and what comes with that is growth. That's what I've been trying to do. And I find it hard to think that there's no right and wrong enough.
What I mean, but why there's no right or wrong, bro? Because right,
my right is your left. Not even being funny.
Right.
Yeah, that's
not even being funny.
Yeah, I agree.
So your right is my left. So what is right then? That's why he said right and wrong is. He said right was a direction and left was a direction, but wrong isn't a direction.
But wait. Like there's still a right and wrong. A child molester is not right.
Oh, let me ask you this, because they told me that. Listen, what was one of the arguments was they told me that right and wrong was a direction, bro. They told me that I couldn't be right, that it meant to be correct. Incorrect and correct is something different than right or wrong. How is that so?
Man, is that so? Or was you playing word game?
No, this is what they told. This was what Allergic and Jimmy was sitting here arguing. This was the whole shit was about.
Yeah.
This is what the whole argument was about. Am I right or wrong? Right, Envy?
Yeah, you're right.
They sat here and told me I'm not fucking no, I'm not right. I'm correct, right? They just said I can't still right.
I think that kind of go back to what I said about the intentions. Like
that's my
intention. You can call it wrong, incorrect, right, correct. If the intentions was behind it,
How the fuck does it matter how I flip this pancake?
Because then, so what is right or wrong now? If it don't matter upon intention now, so what is right and what is wrong now? What's really good?
It does matter upon intention.
Listen, if you
It doesn't
intend,
matter upon intention. That's why the man who diabolically killed someone gets longer than the man who accidentally killed someone.
Don't go all the way down. Go right before the end. Right there. Right there.
You get what I'm saying? It's all about intention. Even in law, they show you that the man who diabolically plans and kills someone will get way more time than the guy who accidentally did it.
that's
Or the
what they
manslaughter
listen.
charge.
They show you that on one scale. That's a fucking lie on so many other scales because these people sit around. They would
I'm
not.
not, but look,
Listen.
Huey, that's the games y'all play. But this the games y'all play. I was talking about that scale, and in that scale, it shows you a right and wrong to a degree. And in the same scale with like pedophile.
Listen,
Flip pedophiles to a right, please.
I can't. I just
Get
told
that
you.
right.
The only way that I can do it is to let you know that the mindset of him was right for him, or he wouldn't have done it because he equating it to a right for him, or that's why he done it. He thought that it was right for him. He thought that it was an okay. So in his mind, it's right. In my mind, I'm saying, nigga, listen, bro, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass, nigga. He's like, well, why you say that I'm wrong? Because you're not supposed to be goddamn fucking no goddamn 14-year-old, nigga. And he was like, shit, man, she got a hole in it. She got a fucking hair upon it. She gave it up and she laid her legs open and woke up on it.
I mean, if you think that's right, go ahead.
I don't think it's right. I just said it's
That's
wrong.
like
But if he think it's right, this like a 20-year-old man fucking with a 15-year-old girl. And he didn't he knew that she was 15, but she was so fine. That nigga said, I'm fucking her anyways.
That happens often.
It happens often because in his mind, he thought that it was okay and that it was correct thing to do. It was right. Do I agree with it? No. So now this right and this wrong is all a perception on how he see it and how I see it. In his eyes, his actions was justified. In mine, you are fucking whole goddamn wrong, and I want to hold your ass accountable. I'm gonna drop the hammer on your ass. But who am I to judge this man's action? Now, a conspiracy, right? Of a motherfucker, you're talking about like a nigga doing war, right? You're out here killing all these motherfuckers, right? They locking niggas up for doing it with intent. You said you would get more time with the intention of killing a nigga when you did it accidentally. You're accidentally killing, you might be able to walk off. Self-defense or some shit like that, you might be able to walk off, right? Right? Now, in this same term, America right now is dropping bombs on motherfuckers on account of voting, meaning they go to Congress, they have a whole big fucking room of people that's in a conspiracy upon this. They are in conspiracy upon murder. When they agree to go and drop bombs and send these people over here to goddamn do harm to these people, this is a conspiracy to fucking murder. Not only did y'all plan it out, y'all acted the actions out. That is wrong. They gonna consider it as a right because they gonna say that they heard that these people was gonna make an attack on the Americans. They heard about it. So upon they hearing some shit, they took the action and actually did some shit. Who was right or wrong in this situation? The people who thought about goddamn fighting, the people who've been trying to oppress everybody around the world, and the people who are oppressing everybody in the world getting wind of it and go on the top and take these motherfuckers out who didn't even have the manpower. They was just on lines talking about it. A line, meaning they was on a phone line or something else talking about a design. No different than this online what we're talking through right now. Who is right or wrong in this situation?
You want to answer? I don't know what to say. I mean, that's like a pop quiz question. You just took a whole lot of layers with politics.
I'd try to answer that as myself.
Was you just making a question?
I was making a point and asking the question. My bad. I made a point. I answered the question without you even having to answer that motherfucker. Because I know you can't. It's such a pop quiz question. It's no, you can't. It ain't no right or wrong answer to it. There's no right or wrong answer to a question. It's just answer the question. Now I can say that you're wrong, but in your eyes, you're gonna say this is the way I see it. So it's right in your eyes. So what is right or wrong again? Now we're back to this right or wrong. What is correct or incorrect?
We talking in circles, bro. I said my piece. For you to think that there's no right and wrong, good luck with that. It's my best. That's the best thing I got.
All I'm just saying is showing you that it's upon perception, though, Fat Vegan. You can't lie upon that. It's upon perception.
I mean, yeah, all that good shit with words, man. If you don't think there's a right and wrong out here, I mean, there's nature laws, man. It's right in your face. See, we think diseases come. They're not conscious. They're not conscious. We paying for the mistakes we make. And you might not equate it as you paying for it, but you paying for it.
Hey,
because you never going to speak.
Hey, if we paying for everything, like we paying for everything and we don't recognize it, right? Let's change the subject for a minute. All right.
No. I said the mistakes you make. I didn't say what you don't recognize.
No, I'm saying the mistakes that we make, we're paying for it. And you say whether we don't see it as paying for it or not, we're paying for it. Whether we recognize it as a payment or not. Right?
No doubt.
Okay. All right. So the mistakes that we make, we're paying for whether we know or not. What's a mistake? What's a mistake? What's a mistake? What's a mistake? A mishappening? What's a mistake? What's a mistake? Because either it's going to be a mistake or it's a mistake. A mistake. Now, you'll be like, well, okay, anyway, we want to do it with words. I want to know what the fuck is a mistake. A mistake is something that you would equate to as a mistake can be corrected. So a mistake would be something that was incorrect that you can correct, right? Am I right with that? Oh no, am I correct with that? I don't want to be right. I don't want to give no direction to that. Am I correct with that? Is a mistake something that you can correct?
I would say yeah, no doubt.
All right. So a mistake will be the same thing as incorrect then. Am I fair enough to say that then? Is that fair enough?
No.
If you can correct a mistake, then that mistake was incorrect. That means you had to correct it. That means a mistake is something that's incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or wrong that you're trying to right. You're trying to right your wrongs, right?
One way of looking at it.
All right. I mean, correct.
We just trying to grow.
Yeah, we're just trying to grow. We're trying to better ourselves. You feel what I'm saying now? Better, good, bad, worse. Right? It's a polarity there. One side of the other ball type situation. It's a give and take situation. Everything is in life. Now, what is bad and what is good is all about perception as well. You say, well, ain't no good and no bad. Look, some people might eat this watermelon that I got here and be like, damn, that shit good. Some people will be like, man, that shit tastes bad. Is it any good? Like, is it sitting out too long? Was it bad? Was it rotten? Was it good for you to eat? What was wrong with this? It didn't taste good to him like it tasted to me. Why wasn't, when I said it was sweet, he said it was sour? Because it's upon his perception. Did that make him wrong or did it make me wrong? Or did it make him wrong and make me right? Or do it make me wrong and him right? If we both eat out the same bowl of fucking a watermelon, I take a piece and be like, damn, this shit good. And he take a piece and he look at it like it's bitter, like, this shit nasty. And I'm sitting there like, bro, you don't like fruit? But then he'll come right around here and take a bite of a goddamn beef broccoli burger and be like, man, this is the best shit I ever taste. And we sitting there like, bro, that shit is so bad for you. He like, nigga, you crazy. This shit good right now. It's good to me. Who is right or wrong in this situation? See? That is reasoning. Now, upon your right or wrong, what's right or wrong? What's right or wrong? It's all about perception right now. Because you're going to say it's right that the fruit was sweet. It might be sweet to you. But you can't say that he was wrong when he said it was sour to him. Would it be he be a sour piece? Or his piece wasn't as sweet or right as yours? I just don't know, man. I don't get it, man. No. I really be goddamn trying to figure this shit out, y'all.
Now, I think you confusing yourself.
I'm not confused about it. I'm not even confused about the situation. I'm asking you guys because you're telling me what's a right and a wrong, and I'm trying to show you it's all about perception. If everything was all right, meaning ALRIGAT, everything is all right, will we even know a wrong or a left? If everything was just all right, would you have a left? If everything was all right, would you recognize what was wrong? Would you even be able to equate to see that something was wrong in the world today? Everyone in the world who operating the way that the world is, who going to work and everything, they think is normal, so they think it's okay. People who think that the school system is fucked up, they lying about the earth and all of this shit. We look at it, this shit is totally wrong, bro. Y'all dead ass wrong for this shit. Y'all dead ass wrong. Who is right or wrong in this situation? Is this right? I need to do a live. My next live stream gonna be what is right and wrong, or what is correct or incorrect. Because it seems like this right or wrong shit just then got so deep. This right or wrong shit then got deep as good and bad, left and right, positive and negative. God or the devil. Because they on the same polarity. On the right side, you got your good. On the bad side, you got your left. You hear me? Or you got your bad. Then you got your dark, your night. All of those is on the other side. But in the middle is where the constant place of all of these connecting at. This 0 point is where the positive, the negative meet, with the right and the wrong come off. What correct and incorrect spin off of, what up and down come off of, what positive and negative come off of, what every fucking thing came off the 0 point. My odds, balance.
And then what you don't understand, both of them serve you. Because they both got the answer to you.
Facts. I don't know, man. This shit a deep ass stream, boy. This a dope ass live stream, man. Y'all share this video. We go through shit because we a passionate bunch. So y'all gonna get emotional roller coaster when y'all coming through here. Y'all gonna learn some shit. Y'all gonna hear some shit because we passionate. We love each other. We gonna fall out. We gonna argue. We gonna bicker. We still gonna get to some inner over and understanding. And then at the end of the day, we're gonna still go outside and live this veil. Are we gonna live through this veil, or are we gonna uplift the veil from everybody so they can fucking see the truth? Niggas say I'm doing this shit for entertainment. Entertainment. I would bear the differ. Look, everything is meant for entertainment.
Yeah, I beg to differ too, bro. I just excuse me. I jumped in late on the. I mean, I jumped in late on the stream too. Like, and when he said that, I took it as, you know, I did not take it as a
entertainment.
You said, yeah, that's right.
You know, I just laughed to the boy because he said it's entertaining, and I said, yeah, it's entertaining to me to see people walking around like they're woke when they're so asleep. That's what I said. Those were the exact words that I used.
That shit ain't entertaining. Goddamn. Motherfucker just gotta stop all that. Yeah, that shit was silly, man.
I agree.
That shit was silly. They went to cussing my dog out. Like, dang.
Cussing who out? Me?
Knowledge.
Yeah, cousin Knowledge. He was there. They look, bro. I fuck with them the hard way, bro. But y'all can't say
I can't really fuck with Discord. And then as soon as he said I can't fuck with Discord, nigga hit him in the head with the hammer. Bam.
With the hammer, bro. And he was talking facts. Why did most people leave off of Discord?
Because they get yelled at. Goddamn.
And who was they getting yelled at more than opposite, more than anything? Who was?
He said because they get yelled at. These are grown men we talking about, man.
Not because they getting yelled at. It wasn't because they was yelled at though, bro. It was because the bickering. It wasn't even about the yelled at. It was about the bickering and the fuckery shit with the two brethren who always would beefing with everyone. Now, it's a common denominator. It's a common denominator there. Every one of us always have problems, but have I have a problem of falling out with anyone? No. Have I fell out with anyone when I'm able to hinder my falling outs with people? Even Cook, all these people.
I'm probably a bad example though, man. You know, I'm probably the worst example of how you should act on goddamn.
No, you're not though, bro.
Look, Huey, I'm a prime example of one who stepped in with my knowledge and they questioned it all the time, and I stood on it and didn't go nowhere.
No,
didn't
but
make me mad.
No, it ain't about the knowledge though. It ain't about the questioning of what they're saying, bro. I ain't saying that they're arguing. They left because information was challenged. They left because the bickering that was back here, the energy that we was bickering with each other,
but
the shit that was going on. Let me just say this.
But a lot of the bickering started with you questioning someone else's shit.
I know, but no, more so, and I'm not trying to push nobody up under the ladder or nothing. But everyone who had a problem in this motherfucker had a problem with two common denominators. Our Discord was popping off the fucking meat rack. It fell apart because two individuals. Now, everybody, the Discord fell apart upon two individuals that wasn't grown enough to accept others' flaws, and when other ones try to apply, just like Cook, I was able to accept him and apologize. Anything he apologized to motherfuckers, we're able to move on like adults. Allergic then had problems, and I have to throw my dude up under the bus because he didn't have problems with every motherfucking body that's not on here right now. He ain't had no problems with Fat Vegan. He ain't had no problems with me, Sunray, Envy. He even had problems with Envy to a point. And it took them so long to get that shit hashed out for some reason. Now, Ken Bedford and Allergic fell out because Ken Bedford had challenged Bro Sanchez that one time about the 4 and the 5. After that, 2 months later, Allergic hate Bro Sanchez guts. And he can't even mend the shit with him and Ken Bedford because he wasn't old. Here I come, baby. I got something to say. He wasn't even man enough to accept Ken Bedford's apology, as well as Brandon. Brandon even apologized to the brother, and he shut him down. You hear me? Because he feel like what he says is right, or if we didn't go with IPS or some shit like that, we wasn't right. Or Bro Sanchez, all this shit that we learned from Bro Sanchez, just like right now. If me and him fall out and don't talk, he'll have a video about me. Because that's his character. He already done showed his character. I've been said this. Soon as we have a falling out of disagreement, nigga, I'll be the next nigga on the live stream getting videos made about. I'll be the next Jesuit. I'll be the next nigga that they making memes about. How they make memes about Bro Sanchez. All this fuck shit.
I think you're giving yourself too much.
Did everybody go?
I think you're giving yourself too much credit.
Why you think I'm giving myself too much credit?
I don't think he's gonna make a meme about you. I don't think he's gonna make a whole stream about you.
No, I'm just saying. I said it's a possibility because it's the same thing. He was just fighting the power for fucking Bro Sanchez. Flat power this. As soon as one nigga in our Discord disagreed with him, he called Ken Bedford a fucking agent. Called Brandon a fucking agent. All of this shit. And then turn around 2 months later, he got them throw Sanchez under the bus and make memes about the brother, man. So what makes me far away from that? He don't know me no more than he know him. I'm not saying that he's gonna do it. You can't say I'm too full of myself when I done seen a nigga make videos about everyone. The nigga make videos about everyone.
Yeah, that's on him. That's his problem.
My point, I'm saying this is his point. His problem. But my point of the situation of it all is that I'm not far away from that. He can be the same thing that was sitting back here with us and doing the same shit. Does that make it right? No. Does it make him wrong? No, because that's his right to do what the fuck he want to do.
Making pictures and shit about people, man. That's what girls. That's what you do.
Right. A nigga going to make pictures and memes about a nigga, but you do it all the time and got us in here laughing upon memes and shit, man.
Oh, what else? I just saw Allergic like said you just put a message in the public saying you're talking lies, but I just wanted to put out there, man, if you wanted to come back, brother.
I'm not straight up lying about shit, Allergic. I'm fucking telling the truth.
No, it was too Allergic, man.
I'm not lying. I'm telling fucking truth, bro. And I'm not calling the nigga out, bro. I'm not trying to call him out. I'm just telling real shit, bro. No one can tell me that I'm a lie, man. He said, enjoy it now. Like I said, enjoy your entertainment. You know?
Yeah, man. But I just wanted to use this opportunity to ask him before I jump back in and keep it peaceful, keep it mature and build, but
yeah, he removed himself. Him and Jimmy when they talked about it, you know?
Cool.
You are a liar. I know, fucking liar. Nigga, you have beef with Ken. I'm not lying about that. Everyone can vouch for it. Your beef with Brandon, nigga, you're the common denominator. You never accepted their apology, even if they did try to apologize. How many times I told her I was going to make you and Ken back together? And don't be tripping upon shit because I trusted the gods. It's okay for him to disagree with someone. It was okay with him to disagree with Bro Sanchez upon the 5. You can't tell me that I'm a lie and that you and Ken Bedford didn't fall out about Bro Sanchez 5. I'm not a fucking liar.
Yeah. You can't save everybody like that. I mean, you gotta let the man do what he's doing.
Because am I lying? Am I lying about that, Envy? See? See?
I don't know.
Nah, man. Fat Vegan, am I lying, man? Master P, am I lying? Nikki C, welcome to the building, goddess. Am I lying?
But look, see, I don't like these one-sided stories. Tell him come in here.
He here. Hey, listen, he's in the back listening, though. That's up to him to come. He say, I've been turned out by illustrious cook. Some circle jerk shit. Come in and speak for yourself so you don't think that I'm talking behind your back. I know that you're on my live stream still hearing. You're still here listening. So come in and speak like a man.
If you ever had any problems like with me, I don't think I can be,
You ain't been back here long enough to have a problem with him.
Yeah, right, but you said it before. That's what I'm saying.
Nikki C, you was here around the shit when everybody broke up. Was I not lying or was I lying? Is the common denominator did not Allergic have a problem with everyone who's not around here today?
Yeah, we all got into Allergic before.
Facts. And everyone but me, because I still fuck with the nigga guy. Almost everyone that the boy did a goddamn problem with, he was going to make a meme about.
Yeah, that is a fact. You know, he did make a lot of memes with the firemen and all that shit. And
I'm not lying, man. I'm not lying. So you sitting here calling me a liar, bro. Everyone is here vouching for me, bro. I don't have to lie. I'm not a fucking liar, bro. No, I'm enjoying the entertainment. Well, goddamn, go ahead and let it enter your tang of your mind. Let it tang. When it enters, let it tangle up your mind. Let it tang your mind. Let it maintain your fucking mind. All of it done tainted. Another one in the goddamn chat. Nigga said, you're not lying, Huey. I'm a fucking liar.
Yeah, no, I ain't saying you. I don't.
No, not you. I'm just looking at the chat. I'm reading the chat right now. I'm saying another one in the chat.
I'll use that opportunity to.
My other boy just come in here. The boy was in here building great motherfucking time. The boy leave because of all of the destruction and fucking distraction. Why all the queens leave? Because of the bullshit. Why empress leave? Because of your fuckery, nigga. I'm not lying.
Back now.
I'm not lying. Now, I might be wrong, or I could be correct or incorrect. I don't want to say wrong or right because I don't want to give no one directions again. While you was in there cheerleading for the goddamn nigga talking about correct and incorrect is some different than right or wrong. Fuckery. All upon some terms that you got to go off with someone else teach you. We're supposed to be able to decipher. Look, this shit is so fucked up that we up under all of these spells that we got to undecipher it ourselves. They never taught us how to undecipher, so we had to undecipher this shit ourselves. They weren't gonna tell you that they lied about the years, the sun, the moon, none of this shit. They wanted you to buy into what they was telling you. They wanted you to trust them. There go your fucking trust. That's what our trust got us. Where the fuck we at today? Walking around too weak in the days to even get up and fight. And doing it and scared to fight or to unite. We ain't got enough power to even come together and to stand together, let alone to fight together. We can't even come together to stand together because we're too fucking weak and in a daze. Period. No way around it, man. Nigga gonna tell me I am fucking crazy. But then you gonna tell me what's right or wrong. Nigga still can't tell me what the fuck is right or wrong. It's a perception. It's a perspective. What's right for you is wrong to me. What's wrong to me, what's right for me is wrong to you. It's all a perspective, bro. Oh, the powers that be said this is the way that it's supposed to be, so they got to be right because they got it written in contract or in a book. Get the fuck out of here. I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. I don't get it. Either we're going to accept the shit that they told us or we're not. Are we going to agree to accept some of the shit that they gave us and try to figure out the rest of the shit? We're going to utilize some of the shit when it's worth utilizing. If all of it is a lie. Ah, damn. I don't get it. What we going to utilize? Sad.
I mean, when you put it in a box like that, nothing. I don't think it's all in a box like that.
Why ain't it? Everything is in a box like that, bro.
The way you making it sounds like nothing we can do. Fear porn. Let you tell it.
No, we
The
can
way
do
I'm
everything.
thinking
No, because I always give an excuse what we can do. Stop supporting the system, stop supporting money, stop supporting the shit. But no, we can't do that. What y'all say is no, we can't do that, Huey.
But look, to change the world, you got to change yourself, or you stop supporting the system. You can't tell everyone else to do it if you're not already walking in that light. You waiting for 10 people to start.
Nigga,
You gotta
I'm
walk in that light
walking in the
first.
light.
If that's how you feel about it, just like that's how I feel about not eating dead animals, I try to walk in that light.
Right.
You can't sit here. And I didn't wait for 10 people on Discord.
I didn't either. I don't either, Fat Vegan. I never did. I always been walking in the sight. Now, right or wrong, I always been walking in it. Whether I completed my missions, I stayed walking in my shit. Now, I get away from the system and I operate as much as possible. Now, sometimes I get stuck. Listen, sometimes I get sucked back into the system.
Are you nitro? We don't got no. It ain't sweat in yet.
Huh?
Reach your mic. I think it's working.
My bad.
Oh boy.
Tell him to go fix it. He's down there at 6 unit. Tell him to
I
fix
think
it.
I can mute him. Let me see if I can mute him. All right, I got him. Go ahead, Nikki. See, my bad.
Mute your mic, Envy.
I muted him.
I can still hear you.
I didn't say anything, Huey. So we're live, you guys?
Say that again.
Yeah, Nick, say your piece.
Oh yeah, we live.
So I don't even know what the subject was. I just came in.
Oh, we've been on
What
a
you
whole
was talking
bunch
about
of
the
shit.
other day? What you was talking about the other day? Right and wrong.
Right and wrong? Yeah, it
Yep.
is a perspective. I've been studying up on it, and it's like just because another culture or someone has their own system and the way they do things and their moral practices or whatever, and we see something that we don't like, we think is wrong, we cannot be against them because that's their culture. We can't talk about them and say, oh, that's wrong, because that's their culture. So it's like, now I understand a little bit more about how people are sacrificing these children and doing all these things. That's why it's so much turning a blind eye to it, because these are the ways of the world. And because, a lot of us, we haven't been, into this stuff, like studying and finding out why things are the way they are. And that's why. Ever since before Christ times, BC, this is the way they have set up society. It's been set up this way. Nothing has changed.
Yep. And this is the same shit where they pushing around the world. This is why they got so many problems with the world, because they trying to push what they consider right on the world when these motherfuckers been living their natural, traditional way all the time. So who the fuck is you going to come over here and tell me how to live mine? You going to tell me it's okay, it's right to let women walk around a parade and goddamn flaunt themselves out because that was the natural way. Well, they want their people covered up. They don't want their women walking around shaking their fucking ass and shit. And you can't say that they're wrong or they're right for the women over here who want to flaunt their body and comfortable with themselves and like showing their fucking ass.
I came in at the tail end. I've been running around. I heard there are women. I'm curious who owns these women that you were speaking of, or if I just caught the wrong context.
Yeah, well, I was saying
like
is I was saying about women, right? Over in the overlands, like some people like Islam, right? They like their women to be covered up. Who's to say that they're right or wrong for you to go over there and tell they women, no, y'all can shake y'all ass, y'all can wear these thongs and shit like our free women over here. Y'all free. They like, motherfucker, y'all crazy. We're not shaking. Y'all, we don't want our women around here shaking their ass. Y'all always want to shake y'all ass. Y'all take y'all ass over there to their land then.
That's what it.
That's where that ownership shit comes in, though. You know, let it be told over here from the racists that tell us to not trust the Muslims.
Right.
They'll tell us that they own their women and that their women are their property and this and that. Well, I've talked to a few Islamic women and men who say they worship their women, and that's the reason why they cover.
Facts, because they worship them. They don't want them flaunting themselves, and everybody got them looking and gawking over their women because they worship what they are up under there, and they want to be able to honor them. To them, they honor them so much they don't want everyone gawking over them. They want to keep something to the blind eye. Meaning I'm keeping that shit out of sight. Only thing I need to see that is me. That was meant for me and your sight. I'm gonna keep myself as covered up as well. I'm not gonna let a woman see my build and see my physique. I'm gonna let you see that. This is our agreement.
Where the shit gets strange though is the Neo-Roman Empire, which we call the Catholic Church. They dress their women up in the same way as the Islamic women are dressed, and it's said that the Catholic created the Islamic Church to have an enemy for Christianity through all time.
Now, right? To have an enemy within for all time. So why we're warring across the world? Because the enemy is within. All around the world. Because the trick that they're putting upon the people. Now, is that right or wrong? Oh shit. Here go we back to the right or wrong. Upon their perception, they think that they're doing something right.
If we call left and if we call right and wrong,
you breaking up, Josh. You breaking up. Say that again, Josh.
If we call, I say if we call right and wrong, left and right. What happens when we clasp our hands, you know, when we combine left and right? What happens when you are balanced and you live a life both right and wrong, both incorrect and correct? You know, like we can't, no one is perfect. And that's the beauty of nature. Nature is this chaotic symphony. Nature, I can't, I'm gonna have to mute Envy. I love you, but I gotta mute you. The nature is such a chaotic symphony. You know, it's chaos from when you step back. You know, when you look at it from above, right up close to it, you'd be like, God damn, it's crazy. A mama cat eats her babies. A mama dog will eat her babies if they ain't right. But then when you step back, all the way back, and you see how everything works, it's a symphony. Each one of those little instruments is vital. Each one of those little aspects is vital to the natural cycle of things. Cycle is what they got us far away from. And the natural cycle don't have nothing that you cannot experience with your own five senses. That's all I got to say at the moment.
Yeah, because most time they eat them so they won't give off a scent or give off their location.
Yes, baby.
And the only time these little ones eat the babies is when they got something wrong with them. When the babies have got like some kind of deficiency as far as like, well, they was born with like 3 legs or like little shit like, you know, like the mama cat can tell something's up and just know and eat them. And that shit ain't cute, but that shit is necessary.
Because they don't want to bring no sick deformity into the world. They want to bring something that's natural, healthy, and shit in the world.
And the beauty of what you just said is that's kind of natural for none of us to want our babies to be messed up, right? We want our babies to be born natural, clean, healthy, and strong. Well, our cultures, the way we eat, the way we live, all of our cultures, and it's all of them, the vaccinations down to every it's a 360-degree assault on you from your conception, from the moment you're born, from the moment you're created inside of the mother's womb. It's attack on you. You're being attacked in every way, physically, emotionally. All that shit's being altered. Everything's being fucked with because our system works on you being weak. Our system works on you. Our system works off you being nescient, not ignorant. Ignorant, like I say, that's another time it comes up. Our system works off you not knowing through proxy. Not knowing because it was given to you and you didn't give a shit. That's some new shit. That's this newer generation. The newer generation sees the shit and ignores the shit. That's ignorance. To our older generations, most of them had no fucking clue. That's nescience. And like we all said, all the racism, all the hate, all the negative shit that we know is all a social construct, and all that shit is taught. None of that shit is naturally in you when you're born. You throw 100 babies from 100 different countries, all a year old, in the same room, I bet you they communicate, and I bet you they play, and they argue, and they get along, and they don't get along. You'll have all that shit going on, and not one word is spoke to confuse each other.
Nigga, see you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, I thought you were, I seen your light blinking up. I thought you were trying to speak.
What I said is the babies don't see color. We're taught to see the shades of us. It ain't no color. All it is different phenotypes to the same genes.
Hey, and the babies, right? Do you think they equate what's right or wrong?
They get taught that that's part of our indoctrination of raising them. That's part of the indoctrination process of raising a child.
Right or wrong was something that was taught with us, right? Now, something that was natural was their natural trust in what they seen. Like, it was the natural trust for you to trust your mother. You didn't have to know, if you didn't even equate to think.
That's the mislabeling, though. You got to understand the reason we use that word trust the way you just used it is to keep you nescient from the idea of what trust actually is. The trust that created when you're born.
Right.
The
creator when you was born. That's what I'm saying. This natural thing of trust was the trust your creator when you was born. And this is something that we just naturally had to do. We didn't really know what trust was, but we naturally confined it into our mother and our parents. This was a natural thing that no one had to teach us this. So then from the time you was born, you was trained. You was taught, right? You was programmed.
You say trained, but I say constrained. I agree with you. They put them chains on you. They put them shackles on you. Whether it's mental, emotional, social, whatever. They build you up by putting shackles on you.
Right now, your natural senses or your natural ability to trust the creator, which allowed them to be able to persuade you, because your natural thing was to come out and to trust into your creator. So you was trusting in the things that you were fucking put in front of because they put you in front of it. So mama told me to go to school and I had trusted in the school. Does that make me a fool?
I don't know about your growing up, but when I was growing up and how I grew up, I couldn't question. I was taught to question everything, but I couldn't. There was two things I could not question. They say question everyone, and then like I go to question what they say, and they're like, hell no, don't question your mom and dad. And then they'll go about this Bible shit, and they're like, hell no, don't question God.
Right.
And then there's two things I can't question, but I'm supposed to question everything.
Right.
So that's first inconsistency with my parents, right? Well, it's going deeper, you know, as you get older, you start realizing more and more and more and more. It is what it is. But they are just ignorant themselves. You got to realize it's all come from idiocy. It's all come from idiocy, you know, the generations before us. That's all it is. All that shit is taught. The community, all communities are their elders. They just spit this shit they heard their idols, you know, the people they looked up to growing up. All the people they respect, whether they knew they respected them or even know what respect is, they respected them. And those people that they respected, they took their ideals and they built upon them within themselves and used them as a construct for their reality.
So, once again, they was ignorant to the situation and they programmed you with the same ignorance. right? Now, you had a natural trust with them. You didn't even have to create a trust, but the trust was already created for you. You trusted and confined in the things that they was telling you. You trusted that they was leading you in the right direction for you to have a prosperous and enjoyable life on this plane that we are standing on. It's not that trust thrown out the window upon the realization of the deceit. Does that trust go out the window? Meaning, okay, now this is the reason why we don't respect our mothers and our fathers today. This is a whole domino effect, because now we can't equate nobody else to be in a position that had hindered us besides our creator. Because ain't nobody else gonna put their foot in the shoe that we are making for them to wear right now. Your mama don't even want to put her foot in this shoe like this. She like, shit, nigga, I ain't create you. The God created you. Y'all equate that? Can y'all with me on that, man?
I wasn't near the phone, pimp. Excuse me. Don't. I can't even add nothing to it. I'm cleaning up the yard.
I said. Now upon. What's up, baby? You finna sing it? Okay, let me hear you sing it. Now, what I was saying is, now we put our trust into our parents, right? It was the biggest trust that we can trust. Now they was misled and installed into us a whole bunch of deceit, of fuckery. We ain't gonna hold our people accountable for it, but they the only ones who we could put in the shoe, because outside of that, who is the other person who did the paperwork? Who did they do the paperwork with? Who gonna put their foot in the shoe to say that they the ones who hindering us? They left it for us to be able to go back to our parents, and then after that, it's up in the sky. It's up in the air. To who we are paying, or whoever they is, it's up in the air. Money is our God, y'all. Money is God.
Money is who God. Speak for yourself.
No. I just had to throw that out. I threw that out there because somebody told me that shit last night on my live.
That's that polite shit right there.
Hey, look, bro, I got it on my. If you weren't here last night, Pat Vegan, you got to go back and listen to the brothers, bro. Cautious can vouch for me, bro. The brothers on here told me that God was their creator. I asked the question. I said, "Is God the creator?" And they said yes. So is that saying that they said that God is their creator, right? They said that money created us. They say that money created us. So does that not make money your creator?
Money might have created them. Money didn't create me.
No. They said money. They said money created us. We was created through money.
They gotta speak for themselves. I wasn't created through money.
I agree with you, bro. I'm with you at 1,000, my G. I'm with you at 1,000, but they argue me up and down. Y'all go look at the live stream that I had last night. Cook and
I felt like I was on there. I must have fell asleep.
Yeah, Cook and Naughty, they argued me up and down last night that money was the creator. Now they're gonna say that. Now they're gonna say, I did not say that, brethren. I did not say that. He said that like 10 times on the stream, and then he turned right around and said, yes, I did say that money is the creator, my creator. Y'all go back. Y'all got to see this shit for yourself.
Dang, it's getting crazy around here.
I mean, I see why people take that approach. I mean,
To each his own. That's what he want to think. Money the creator. He might as well go ahead and be in Scientology then. That religion. Because that's how you level up in Scientology. Keep donating money. You get to be a god. Tell him go be a Scientologist. Why ain't he a Scientologist? Why ain't he in that religion? Don't speak about it. If money your creator, I want to see it in your action. That's what I'm about. I don't want to hear all that talk. Are they in the religion of Scientology?
Man, I don't know what religion they in. After that, I just said money is their religion. After that, I don't even know what to equate after this.
Money they create.
This is the reason why I came on live today, because I was so pissed off about him yesterday.
That's that Polite shit.
Boy, I said the same shit, bro. Wait till you go see the live, bro.
Polite been running around saying that for years.
Hey, bro, I said the same shit. I say the same exact shit, bro. I said, damn, this nigga must have been on to something then. This nigga must be on to something. I must be missing the whole plight of living on the world. If money make the world go round, I can't do nothing without money. Money is the creator. I need to fucking start praising his money.
But you don't see why they say that? Because of what's going on around us in the program. You don't get why they say that, come to that conclusion though. You gotta understand where they're coming from.
I really can't. I really don't. I really can't. I really don't see it. I really don't.
I do, because I mean, if you look out in society today, your normal shit, money I mean, to the normal 99% of us, money is what makes shit happen.
But so money did not create life, man. Money did not make this nigga said that for me to have sex, it costed. For me to make my baby, it costed me money.
Yeah, you got to realize that comes from that bullshit mindset. Yeah, everything is something, right? But like, all right, when I was young, I was about 18. I worked as a lunch in the cafeteria at a private school. Well, the goddamn security guard, every Friday, it was payday. Every Friday, he'd be like, "Hey, Josh, you finna go buy some pussy, huh?" He said, "Yeah, Josh, finna go buy some pussy." And I was like, "Hell no, only who the fuck could buy pussy?" And he was like, "If you doing anything with the woman, if you're doing anything, spending any kind of money, going anywhere, doing anything, you buy." I was like, "You so basic. Like, who the fuck?" Like, I was 18 years old, and I was like, "You're fucking basic." So, you know. Pretty much what I'm saying is that's like a real shallow mindset. That's a very small-minded mindset to be like, "Oh, you paying for it. No matter what you're doing, you paying for it."
They like to say that too. Most motherfuckers, once you argue, be like, "I don't pay for it."
That was the argument. That was the argument.
He'd be like, "You took out the
that was the argument. Shoes." Look, that was the argument. They said I had on shoes. I put on cologne to smell good. I didn't do it for me though. I did it for her. Look, they asked me, they said, "Huey, did you have on clothes? Did you fucking have on shoes when you met her?" What the fuck kind of shit is this?
He said, "What the fuck type of shit?" Hey, a lot of people come to that logic though, bro. He said, "What the fuck type of shit is this?"
That's what they asked me though. That's what I'm really thinking. Like, what the fuck is this, man? The nigga said, "Look, man, listen." I said, the free exchange with the trees in the air is something that's naturally happened. They said that I'm paying with my carbon dioxide, to the trees. I'm paying for my air with breathing. I said, look, how much did it cost? I said, if I purchase a house, my house might be $50,000, $100,000 that I have to pay with cash or money, right? A form of tender. Now, how much do I have to pay to live? How much do I have to pay to live, to breathe air? How much do I have to pay? How much? How much does it cost for you to breathe?
What was their answer to that?
That I'm paying one way or another. They said that I'm paying by breathing. I give the trees something and I'm paying the trees by breathing. So I said, well, that's a natural form. I said, that's the same way we're supposed to give and take with having sex. They said, no matter what is money being involved. Whether I look at it paying with funds or nothing, even if I'm doing free something, is with money. Money still did it all. He said, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't go inside my house to breathe the air inside my house without having to pay to come in my door with cash. I said, well, what about when I'm outside and I'm walking around? What am I paying? He said that I'm paying with my own air. That was good. I told the nigga, I told him, I said, well, that's an even swap, no swindle, because the trees is giving me something and I'm giving them back. And it don't cost a fucking 50-cent, nickel, penny, or none of this shit. This is where we're supposed to be at, where that exchange is free. That goes for everything. Everything. You don't have to pay for shit. Then I asked him this. I said, okay, then. So we're going to do this paper, right? So if I had to pay for life, right? That means when I came through and I had life, I had already paid to get life. That means everything in life that I was doing, I'm supposed to be able to enjoy because I just paid to come to life, to have life. So now I'm living life. I should just be able to live life because I already paid to come here. It's like paying to get on a bus, then you have to pay to get in the seat. Pay to get out the seat, get off the bus. Bitch, I paid for the trip. I paid for the trip. I paid for a one-way trip or a round trip. It was a trip. Whether that motherfucker stopped 10 times until my destination, I paid for it from one destination to point B. That means my point A was coming through the wound, and then my point B was death. I already paid for all of that. This was called life. Upon the creator said, look, man, you done paid what you had to come through, bro. I'm going to give you the whole world and everything in it. Only thing you got to do is go in there and remember that I told you this, that the world is yours and no pun intended. Everything in it. Yeah, baby. And then everything that was in the world that he gave me, which is in my mama's womb, everything that I was in that world with, he proved it to me that I owned it because he put it on my body. He said, this is all you're going to need to remember, that everything is yours. Everything that you ever needed, I already gave it to you. When you came through with life, you got it. No, you want it? You feel me? If the creator, she told you that all you had to do is come through and have life, and you had already paid to come through and have life, what you doing? You're coming through. He gave you everything that you needed right there. What you did, your skin, your bones, your hands, your hair, eyes, feet, teeth, lungs, tongue. He gave you everything that you needed. Now, he said, when you get in the world, you're going to see a lot of shit that they're going to say that you need, but those are only wants. And he's like, everything that you really wanted, I had to gave it to you because I knew what you needed. I didn't give a fuck about what you wanted. I was going to give you the shit that you need. Is you going to get the baby? You ready to go get Messiah?
Yeah.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Go tell your mama to put your clothes on. So we can go get your brothers. I mean, so we can go get your guys.
Yeah.
You gotta go get your guys.
Yep.
Yep.
They're my brothers.
I know, but you call them your guys. You gotta go get your guys, okay? Go tell your mama, go change it out and put your on your stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. I know we're finna go right now.
Okay, I'm back, y'all.
What's up, sis? Go ahead, you can have the floor, man. I know you said this shit is getting crazy.
Nothing much. I just been peeping out all these philosophers, and this is not my first time reading about Plato and, you know, Socrates and all them. It's not my first time, but it's like I'm taking a different perspective now. I'm looking at what they're really saying now. And it's like, it is kind of true that in order for us to be happy, we have to, you know, live our lives a certain way. And I'm just like tripping off of that. That's what all I'm doing right now. Tripping off of, you know, what they're saying about virtue and what's virtuous, what's not virtuous, and why do we need to be virtuous? Because when you look at the world, who is really virtuous? I mean, and they're saying that you can only be fully virtuous. You can't have some part of virtue and not. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you can't be corrupt on this part of the game and then be virtuous according to having courage. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just very confusing a little bit. It's kind of confusing a little bit, but at the end of the day, it does make sense. Like you got to be all the way in or all the way out. You can't just be straddling the fence.
That's what they wanted us to know, that we can't straddle the fence. I always tell you the point about straddling the fence is that's where they want to put you in the dark nation so we can think that we're not supposed to be the straddling the fence. We are the fence. It takes a real master to walk upon a fence. Anybody can stand on the ground on either side of the fence, but a nigga who walking across that motherfucker got some skills.
And that's the point, because nobody really is on one side of the fence. Everybody's like
on the fence, on the line. But they always try to jump down on one side or the other. And this is where we're fucked up. That's why we're separate from another. We're all on the line. Guess what? The line gonna fall down on the ground and we're gonna all walk the fine line. If it's a tightrope up in the sky, right? And you got all the people up on the tightrope, what's gonna happen to the tightrope? The bitch gonna have too much weight on it, so it's gonna have to come down and you're gonna be able to walk on either side. But it takes one to have the mindset to even see that. If you can't see that, how can you even be that? This is like Bro Sanchez saying, like, you gotta know, you gotta be able to see where you're going to know where you're going, or how can you become it?
Why is my thing going? I can't hear you.
You hear me, sis? You hear me?
Yeah. Now I do.
I was saying it's the same thing like Bro Sanchez says. Yeah, really? Very serious?
Yeah.
Okay, here I come.
I'm not joking.
You're not joking, really?
Yeah, it was on it. It was on the next step.
It was on the next step?
Yeah, to the bottom.
And the next step to the bottom, okay.
Yeah, it was like this bigger.
Yeah, seriously, it was that big? I gotta go get this guy.
Taffy's cute.
Ty, you get it? Let me go get him. He's killing things.
He didn't do it.
He did what you shoot. Don't take it out. She's so crazy. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. This has been a great live, man. I don't know, man. I just really wish, man, I don't know what the fuck, man. I think I'm gonna leave off these motherfuckers for a while and let everyone get their shit together and get their minds together and just operate my own wave, man. I really think that's the best thing. I'm gonna probably go on a linguistic fast and just stay to myself, man. I put too much of myself and energy out this motherfucker where a nigga try to shoot my shit down all the time.
Who trying to shoot your shit down?
Just niggas, period.
I missed a lot.
Oh, not you. I'm just saying that none of us back here on the panel. It's just niggas in general. Like, I know that motherfuckers want to shoot each other down. So much so that we all bust each other's bubbles when we need to be putting energies in each other's bubble so their worlds can be what they want it to be. Don't shoot down everybody's bubble. I shoot down niggas' bubbles too because they want us up under the same bubble that most of us is under. To me, it's like
don't go out. Don't stop coming. It's getting
shit.
better.
I need to
Like,
though for a reason
coming.
though, sis. We all had to stop because this is the reason why you was able to grow because you had to separate yourself from the fuckery. I can't grow if I'm out here always if I'm an open book out here to a bunch of closed off fucking minds. How am I gonna grow? I can't grow if everyone fucking got them. I want to read upon my page or read online and don't agree upon shit. But when a motherfucker, another nigga would say, I gotta go put this shit in books and leave records for motherfuckers to be able to read my shit like they're reading their shit today. That's the only thing that I can say. We got to use each other as references to be like, look, man, this is what we found and this is what we get, and put our shit in the book and leave it here for the people to be able to read it, because that's the only thing that they care about. What was written. What was written got more power and stand power. The shit that they wrote 15,000 years ago got more power than the shit that I'm saying right now today. Not by my record, by their record, by what they say would go. When I say they, a motherfucker who want to go by the system, because that was what's written. So what was written was these contracts. We got to go and write another one because they said this is what we have to do. They left paperwork there and told us that you had to have knowledge for this to do it. So listen, like I get said, look, master, I agree. You told me that you had me in bondage. All this time, master, I think that you had me in bondage with chains, and by this whip, you was whipping my ass, only to find out that you had me in bondage by paperwork. And after I broke the chains and I ran away and I got all of my people away from the chains that we was held to the trees with, right? Then you come and tell me that it's paperwork. That was the real whip. And that the whip was nothing but a fucking piece of fucking pen.
Pen. Pen.
See, I'm motherfucking pen.
I don't say that.
Okay. She said, I don't want to say that. She no. I don't want to say that, Dad. What I gonna tell you to do? Go tell you. Go do what I tell you to do. I'm gonna tell your brother, go put your clothes on so we can go get the baby. I'm gonna say, no, not this. Hell lot. Not this. No. Go get something nice. Go get us something better. Okay? And tell the pump I say goddamn gonna change the grooves. Yeah. Here I come, Papa. Oh man. Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you get, you gotta work hard for it. Honey, shake your hips, shit don't stop. Niggas pack your clips, keep on. Look, I just gonna fucking just listen. If money is the ruler, I said this before, nigga, you can't get mad at what the nigga do to get money. Because then they're gonna say money is your ruler, but you gotta do good things to get it. But everyone who's working hard to get it don't get no money. The people who's doing the most bullshit that we consider is wrong is where they're prospering more. So what the fuck again is right or wrong?
Exactly. It's right for you. Whatever is right for you.
Whatever is right for you. It's my point. Is it right for me to go, okay, money is the rule of the world. Okay, I know that it don't make no sense for me to work no hourly job when I can make hundreds per hour by selling goddamn drugs just like a goddamn pharmacy. Am I wrong for doing the same thing that the corporations is doing, but I just don't have a building to do it out? And then if I had a building as my house, you telling me that I can't sell the same drugs that they selling out of fucking a pharmaceutical at my house?
Bro, you need your paperwork. You need your contracts.
I gotta have contracts?
You need all your contracts, all your licenses and everything, and then you can sell as much as you want.
That's what they say, because I got the contract with them. I got a license with them. So now they say that I can sell what I want. I got the okay. But I already said I can do what the fuck I want. I don't need their permission to do it. I can go buy my own pack.
They're gonna look at it like you're doing the right thing.
I don't need their permission. I go get my own pack and invest into myself. I don't need their investment at all. I don't need their interest. I don't want none of this shit. I go get my own shit.
Ain't nothing illegal, really. They all doing everything.
That's what I'm saying. So there we go. What's right or wrong again? Your perception, perspective.
Your perspective of things.
So it ain't no wrong or right.
Shit, I ain't even supposed to do hair unless I got the right stuff. I'm not supposed to, you know what I'm saying? And I can't do it in the way I'm doing it now unless I had all my licenses.
But do that stop me from doing
permits. It wouldn't stop me from doing it because I'll still be doing it.
But look, there. I would say, Huey, you say ain't no right and wrong, but you choose right. I can give you one example. You got 6 kids. You did for all of them. And you know that's right. That's why you did. But there's many of people your shade fathers who are not there. Like, you know that's right. And you know that them kids not having a father is in some degree wrong or with hindrance them. And you're there. So that to say that you're moving in the right way. That alone. Taking care of your responsibility that this universe gave you.
But that's only by my perspective, because my real father, he didn't see so. He didn't see that it was okay for him to be with his kids at that age. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and apparently you didn't agree with that because you're there for yours, right?
Right. So, but does that make him right or make me right?
I mean, that's up to you. From the outside looking in, I can tell you, you're the one right.
I can tell him that he was right, and I'm thankful for him. He's doing. I'm glad that he did it, because if it weren't for him, I'd probably been sheltered a little bit more. You feel me? I know how I shelter mine. I got mine sheltered, but then at the same time, I'm able to give them a little bit more than he gave me. You feel me? I'm able to give them my insight, but that keep them sheltered from being out in the world. So now they have to go out and experience the world for themselves, like I did, and I might hinder them. They don't get to get out in the world like I was, free at a young age, a young nigga age, able to experience this shit. So now I can discern or have a difference to fucking know what's going on, to look at. Now, if my kids look at my youngest, they look at like Pops, bro. He stayed with his family and all of this shit, that it was good. They made out better, so they're gonna keep on doing what they do. That doesn't make it right or wrong. If one of my boys want to be there with his kids and the other one just don't want to deal with the bullshit of the baby mama, that don't make it right or wrong. It make it right by his perception.
But the kid, you ain't got to deal with the baby mama to be there for the kid.
Exactly. You don't.
And you ain't got to go with her. If it just so happens you went with her. But my point is, you made the right decision. I'm not saying your whole example.
Yeah, only for us.
Saying this is my point. You keep screaming, ain't no right and wrong. But in your decisions, you made the right decision. And if that's the case, ain't no right and wrong. There's no difference if I become a person who care about the next man or a whiner, when I know that ain't true. I think there is a difference.
Listen, what I'm saying is, you said I'm doing the right thing. I did the right thing by being here with my youngest and my old lady, right? I say that I did too, but that's only on our perspective, bro. A nigga who left, they probably was like, bro, I can't deal with that shit. I don't know how you did it, Huey. You feel me? I can't deal with that shit, bro. I would have been gone. Does that make him wrong?
It depends on how he handled it. If he just left her, if he didn't leave the kid.
Yeah, if he left her, the kids, everything, that was just up on him. Sometimes you leave. What if you leave, right? What if you leave? Like my pops, he stayed in PA, right? My mama brought me to Atlanta.
Right.
Is that wrong? He kept in contact. I know my pops. He kept in contact as much as he could. He came to see me.
That's not a deadbeat. I was speaking in terms of a nigga who could be there but wasn't.
No, I'm just saying he was still a deadbeat ass nigga though. He never bought me a pair of shoes. To this day, my dad never bought me shit. He ain't did shit to me, but taught me what not to be. And I learned that from his ass.
Well, apparently you see that to be wrong. And you did the opposite.
But I can say that he was right because he gave me that degree so I wouldn't be fucked up.
You can say that, but that don't mean that.
I know, but this is my perspective.
You can say whatever you want.
But that's my perspective.
One thing you learn, the human mouth allowed to say whatever it wants.
And that's your perspective.
It got to be backed up with it. No, it's not my perspective. The human mouth is allowed to say whatever it wants.
And it's right by you saying it, because I'm saying something that I think is right. Right?
No, I don't get what you're saying.
I'm saying something. What I'm saying to you,
What I'm saying is your actions got to back up what you say or don't say. It's like the human mouth is free to run forever. You can say whatever you want out this thing. That don't mean you walk in that light.
You gotta walk.
That's
that
what I'm
walk.
saying.
You're talking to talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this thing here, this thing with these lips is allowed to say whatever it wants. There's no crutch on it. But if your action's not backing that up genuinely, what are you saying?
Are you saying something wrong then? That's what I'm saying. Are you speaking wrong?
You saying nothing. You saying nothing to me. If you say go vegan and you eating cheeseburger, or you say I care about the environment and you do the opposite of that. You see what I'm saying? Like you ain't saying
why if you told me, right, that this is the same thing that they tell us in school, right? They told us to go get driver's license or whatever the fuck it is, right? This is an example, right? And they're not doing it, right? Because they knew not to do it, but to trick us to do it, to pay bills, go to work for a motherfucking all this dumbass shit, right? Right? They tell us to go do this dumb shit, but do that fucking mean that they're doing it? No. But we went and did what they said. That's just like a motherfucker gonna tell you to goddamn jump off a bridge and he don't do it. But goddamn, you said, shit, man, this is 10,000 people jumped off the bridge. I'm gonna do it, even though this fuck nigga told us all to do it. Everyone else is having fun. His bitch ass just didn't know what to do. He probably already did it, and we just didn't see it. How we don't know? Like, it's just like, man. Oh man, this shit is crazy. It's really crazy, man. That's why I'm gonna get the fuck off this motherfucker. I don't want to talk to no one no more. I don't want to talk to no one ever again. They're not gonna probably see me on another live stream ever again after this one. For real, man. I can't do it no more, man.
I'm glad I caught you this last time, man.
Yeah, man, that's the last time, boy. I swear on life, boy. I ain't gonna let fucking coming back on this bitch. If I be on another nigga live stream, it's gonna be on a back check. I'm not doing no more shit, talking to no one. Fuck all that shit, man. Niggas figure it out, man. I don't fuck with no one thing. Y'all niggas just figure it out. I hope we all find our way. I hope we can find the right way, because we're all looking for a better way, and we're looking for a way. You know, that shit, it weighs heavy on a motherfucker.
It's the right way. That's right for us.
It ain't no more us, though. We don't know what the fuck right for us because we don't agree upon what's right for us. We can only do what's right for you and me. Only right for I. Only what's right for me. That doesn't matter what else I can think was right for you. I can't even help. Because someone else going to say this is what they need, or I need a fucking validation, or I need something else, a corporation, someone else to validate what I'm saying. I need a book, a reference, or something else for something to validate, for me to validate who I am. I need a record to let the people know that, look, I know that you committed fraud against me, and I got to put this on record to say that I don't want to be up under your fraud no more. What kind of sense does this make? It don't make common sense. It don't make feeling sense, touching sense, smelling sense, tasting sense, money sense. It doesn't make no fucking sense. Well, it make money sense to someone. A bunch of monetary gain. Shit crazy, man.
That's why I told him, man. Don't raise your voice. Don't raise your voice. Raise your argument.
I didn't want to raise your arguments, bro, because it's fucking, man, I don't want to argue with my mind. You know, I don't argue with the men's of mind. I don't argue with the minds of men. You know, like, I don't know, man. I tried, man. I love all you guys, for real. It's been real. It's been a real one, man. I see you guys when I see it, man. I ain't gonna fucking get away from this bitch forever for now. Much love, man. Y'all like and share this, subscribe. I might even take my fucking YouTube down after this. You know, like, fuck all this shit, man. I never wanted to come over here to this fucking social media platforms while the police and agents was at anyways, giving them motherfucking my vibration. I've been operating on my own record all the way. That's what the fucking way I'm gonna keep on doing. You know what I'm saying? I hope everyone do the same damn thing, man. Get the wind beneath your feet, you know, and don't let nobody goddamn knock you off your concrete, the shit that you are standing on, you know. You know, stand on your own shit, bro. And now I'm just gonna keep on pushing. I'm gonna get like my God, TY. My boy TY Gemini, he said, man, you know, Huey, I don't know how you do it, man. I can get the fuck off of that shit with these niggas. They're not worth shit. Fuck that shit. Don't give nobody no, they don't want to listen to them, they don't know shit. He told me this shit. I'm gonna take your word for it, TY. I'm not fucking with no one no more. I'm getting the fuck off of this. And I fuck with all of my niggas. There's nothing towards no one here I fuck with. But it's just like, man, we're never gonna get nowhere as a people. This is real talk. We're never gonna get no fucking where as a people. We're never gonna come together. We're gonna stay separated through this black and white. We're never gonna get behind the game that they're playing because we're never gonna come together. This is the biggest shit that I want to leave you with. I want this shit to sit on y'all fucking head. I really wonder, God damn, is he really not gonna come back? And when y'all don't see me for a while, I hope that you fucking be able to uplift yourself and just smile and know that I'm around somewhere, boy. I can feel the boy around me. I love all y'all, man. Much love to everyone, man. And not the evil love in the mirror. You know, I don't want to look at y'all through the mirror as evil, man. I love all y'all brilliant people, man. Y'all brilliant selves. I just know that I'm in you guys, and I hope that you guys stay firm in yourself, man, and that y'all are living prosperous lives, man, because I know that if y'all okay, I'm okay. And long as you okay, you know that Huey's okay, all right? And this is the way that we got to look at the world, man, you know? And that's the truest shit that I can ever say, period, man. Fuck anyone else say it. It's all about you, man. You are the center of magnetism. You are your own truth. You are your own lies. You know what in your head what you think is right or wrong. Boy, you know you did some fuck shit. Hold yourself accountable for the things that you do wrong and big yourself up for the things that you do that's prosperous. Just know that you got to have a negative balance to you so you can charge off this positive. Too much positive ain't good. Too much negative ain't good. Too much of water not good. Too much fruit not good. Too much knowledge ain't good. A lack of it is not good. That's too much not knowing. What's up, boy? Where the hell you come from? But walking up on me like that, boy, you scared the shit out of me. Yeah, you said pay attention to my surroundings. That's my brethren. What, you got some bullet?
So the live shut down?
Huh? Oh, no, the live ain't shut down yet. I'm finna end it now, though.
Oh, okay.
Yup, about to end it now. We just gonna get the sprayer. We even gonna work. All right, y'all. Much love, man. I'm about to get the fuck off this motherfucker and go get my baby together, man. She wanna chill with her papa, man. I'm finna go do the right thing. That's what Spike Lee said. Do the right thing, y'all, but just don't turn left when you're doing it. Peace. You need what? Some spray shoes?